Argon oil plus medical-grade ozone and oxygen equal the activated argon complex. This revolutionary formula is at the heart of every active argon product.
Join me, Morgan Schick, for Active Argon.
Tuesday on Shop HQ.
Let's talk. Join me, Fatima Kachi, for Fashion Talk Tuesdays, only on Shop HQ.
I leave my cup up there, but look. Sitting here, we need to have a, what do they call it in the gaming world?
A controller.
The thing that, a controller. Yeah. That's how much I know about gaming, right?
Yeah.
How cool is that? We want to welcome you into the most popular Invicta show that we have here at Shop HQ. It is Invicta Power Play, and we are here for you every Sunday night. My name is Kendi, and our Invicta expert, Justin Zimmer, is here. And we've got a hot 3 hours, and you are not going to want to miss a single second. Was that the camera waving, nodding yes at us? Is that what's going on?
We're ready. We got some crazy pieces.
I think it felt like R2-D2 there for a minute or something.
We have R2 tonight.
We do?
We do.
All right, so we have a great show. Let me preview some of the highlights coming up in this show. Jason Taylor's an amazing guy. He was an amazing football player, a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer,
and he's also just a great guy and won the Walter Payton Award for being a great man and a philanthropist. Never before have we seen one of his partnership pieces with Invicta at a price this low. Honestly, the dive case should sell for this. So for the first time ever, the lowest price you've ever had an opportunity to purchase a Jason Taylor timepiece for. Now, a lot of upgrades here. Number one, an automatic movement in that 40 millimeter. Number two, it may be one of the final times you see Jason Taylor's 3-slot dive case. And Justin, to get a limited edition at a supercharged deal price, this is a taste of what we're going to be doing at the warehouse clearance event.
Exactly. I know we're in a kind of a preview mode right now, but check this out. You're getting that 3-slot impact case. That's a $50 value by itself. Hard to beat this deal tonight.
Yeah, and this is a piece that is rated, just so you know, to 200 meters water resistance. So it's also a dive watch. It has a flame fusion crystal. There's not an upgrade not present in this timepiece. The gold tone will sell out first. I have 55 of those, 75 each in the black and silver tone, and a few more than 100 in the two-tone. That is the it value of the show. I can't offer you more watch for the money than that watch today. Now, a once only is a one-shot deal. So that means you have tonight, and only tonight, during this program, which is 3 hours long, to get the lowest price you'll ever find on this particular Bolt Zeus Tria. At 80% off, I have 30 in the gold tone blue, 30 in the gold tone charcoal, and 20 in the silver tone charcoal. An $1,800 watch will be delivered to you on a $59.66 value pay. Well, we are going to have the last and final presentation on the day of our today's top deal, or one of the today's top deals, because we've got a couple of them. And if you missed the show earlier today, you may want to watch later because there may be a surprise.
We got surprises,
If you
want the ultimate value to get into a Pro Diver...
Wait, guys, that's the wrong graphic for that watch.
Pro Diver mechanical automatic movement for that price is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. That's how they say it, right?
$64.72.
Yeah, that's the wrong graphic for that. What number did we move that to? Is that number 12? Okay, there it is. So brand new markdown for today, only 75% off. That's the item number 662735. Blue.
If you just want to add a mechanical automatic movement to your collection, or maybe your first Invicta timepiece, that is the ultimate.
And a dive watch. It is rated to that 200 meters water resistant.
Brand new DC piece.
It's been a long time since I have seen a new DC piece, Batman or Superman. Now, this is a taste. It's a sneak peek of what you're going to be experiencing during the warehouse clearance event beginning on January 18th. To supercharge a brand new DC comic piece, a big deal.
Absolutely, huge value. Now this one I've always loved. This isn't any regular Lupa, which by the way, the original generations put us on the map. Revolution is all about building a gorgeous timepiece, but now with all of these diamonds.
Yeah, there's over half-carat diamonds. And by the way, this has been MIA. We sold the first, I don't know, half of the numbered limited edition of 500 like in April. So it was like 8 months ago. It's
almost
just back
gone.
in stock. Now, we had one of these on the air last night. It basically sold out in the preview. I think it is so much watch for the money. One of the coolest case, bezel, and dial designs that we have tonight.
There's a lot of architecture on that piece. You're going to notice 2 crowns. You have screw-down canteen crown protection system at the 3, but look at the 9 o'clock. You have another one that actually rotates that inner bidirectional bezel, which is extremely cool, but it's a big watch at 52 millimeters. Really cool piece.
Well, this is the last call item. We will not have time to present it. We are down to the final 15 in the gold tone execution in your Miami colors. Why would that be? Well, it's a Jason Taylor Hall of Fame. It does have that Hall of Fame case back. It is a numbered limited edition. It will come in Jason's 3-slot dive case, and whoa, a $1,000 Jason Taylor Reserve in a 3-slot, down to a $50 value paid. The final 15 available. 200 meters water resistant. Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this? Now, we were giving you a little bit of a sneak peek last night.
I know.
And we
teased it a bit.
This is the latest in engineering from that Graffiti collection. This is Hydra Plating. This is what everybody has been waiting for, but now for the first time, stones under Graffiti.
We are unveiling the first ever, exclusively here at Shop HQ, Specialty Sub-Aqua, which is the #1 top rated watch in Invicta's brand, in a Hydra Plated Graffiti.
Let me show you
it doesn't hurt to have, I don't know, 4 carats of black Spinel. And when you facet black Spinels, by the way, they look like black diamonds.
Sure do.
So you just let people think whatever they want to think. But I have to say also, fun colors on the dial execution, right?
This is a piece, exactly. The dial's going to match the colors. This is a piece that will be selling out very quickly. That is reserve level quality. That is Sub-Aqua specialty, one of the most complex designs we have ever engineered to date. We'll get into the process. We'll get into why this is a piece that everybody's been waiting for. But don't wait.
We'll be dropping the price sometime in this hour.
Or wait.
The moment that the price drops, we'll let you know, and you can have at it. But I'm going to warn you, we do not have thousands of them to go around at all. And you can't get it anywhere else. And we will have value pays available that will allow you to invest 1/6 the price, 1/6 the sale price, and wear it for 6 months as you pay it off interest-free. That's called value pay, by the way. So watch for that coming up at any moment this hour.
That is awesome.
But you know what I think we should do?
Sure.
One of the things that we do the best. What's in the box?
What's in the box? What is in the box, right? You know.
All right. By the way, this is Andrew. He's part of our crew. Well, that's his arm anyway. Put your face in here, Andrew. Say hi.
Put your face
Say
in here
hi.
with
Andrew's
your
a part of our great crew for Power Play every single Sunday. He does a great job, and don't mistake, it's 2-glove Andrew, not 1 glove.
He's got 2.
He's got 2.
My question is, are those new gloves? Or are those the same ones?
They're new every show. They're new every show.
Real quick, before we get into what's in the box, too, if you want to join us on YouTube, we have the chat going there. You just go to Invicta Power Play. It's a little bit different this week. Invicta Power Play 01.05. Invicta Power Play 01.05. You will get right to that chat. Ask us some questions if you want to. We're going to be calling people out. In a good way.
In a good way,
answering
always.
questions throughout the evening.
So Ryan's not with us tonight. I don't know that we're going to be able to read all of your comments.
We'll do the
but
best we can.
I am also live on my Instagram at KendyTV Host. That's KendyY TV Host. I posted a video. If you comment below or have questions, we'll kind of be monitoring both.
Absolutely.
So what's in the box special? Well, it's something that Justin and I came up with, I don't know, a year or 2 ago. And it's when we feel that we have got one of the most exceptional values. First and foremost, this is a real dive case. If you're new with us, this floats. It is watertight. It's just that Invicta has customized this, and the reason for the question mark is it's a mystery color. We're not going to guarantee you what color you're going to get, but Invicta has customized this to hold 8 of your largest watches. It is the only timepiece of the entire night that we're going to offer in an 8-slot dive case. Now, we sold these for years for $99, so keep that in your mind. $99. We put them on sale for $73. Okay? $73. Are you ready?
Just wait for this.
Now, these typically sell out as soon as we open the box. So if you're new with us, shophq.com, item number 678498, gold tone black or gold tone blue in a drop dead gorgeous Speedway on a bracelet, drenched in that gold tone at 73% off. One of the best buys of the night and the only 8 slot of the evening.
This is a cool piece. I mean, you were already talking about the value, giving this stuff away. Solid steel construction. You have either glass fiber on the blue or carbon fiber on that black execution, but you're going to notice the way we've done this is what makes this amazing. The bezel has sections that are machined out and then inlay. We inlay either carbon fiber or glass fiber, and this is on the bezel. But then you get into more of that material on the dial and that map design, the world logo done on the dial, which is absolutely a knockout. But if you want a substantial build, 50 millimeters of solid steel on this piece. We're also borrowing some DNA on the crown from the X-Wing. I love that. It's a multi-piece design, gives you a lot of look to that. But check this out, $15 value pay to get into a piece like this. Now we're gonna be mentioning this quite often tonight. Flame fusion is a material that's impact resistant, that's scratch resistant. This is a material that we've engineered over the years to give the best of everything. And by the way, let's step back a couple hundred years, pushing 200 years in the industry. The brand you've come to love. Highly collectible. We have collectors chatting right now on YouTube, and we're going to get to that in a moment as well. Fast forward to the early 90s, really relaunching the brand with kind of a variation of this case, which is called the Pro Diver design, pushing it into the future since that day. One of the most influential watch companies right now, doing some amazing things, but you're getting one of those really cool styles from this company for $89 and change, including that case.
I want to tell you the blue is more of a teal blue. It's not your classic Invicta blue. It has this incredibly rich blue-green feel, very cool, very elegant, and that's because it's not that sunray dial, but rather that glass fiber. And we've been seeing a little bit more of that teal color as of late. Really think ahead on the game. Think to Father's Day. Think to graduations. Think to all of the men in your life that you love so much. Not that the gals can't wear this, but I think the Speedway is really a piece designed and made for the men. Love the plating on the crown and the function pushers as well. And speaking of plating, a lot of watch companies, what they do is they have a steel version, they have a gold version that they plate, and they charge you another $100 or $200 more. Invicta does not ever do that. So in fact, here's what we're going to do today, and only today. We're going to ship you a $329 watch and a $75 dive case. We're going to ship you $400 worth of product on a value pay of $15. You don't sign up for anything. It doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is say yes. You say, yes, I'd like you to ship me that $400 worth of product for $15, and we will. And once you get the dive case and the watch in it, we're going to give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. You will be sold. You're going to put it on your wrist, and you will then have a total of 6 months to pay this off interest-free. First payment will incorporate shipping and tax. Other than that, you're good to go. And it doesn't matter how many of these boxes and watches you order. Every watch will come in its own 8-slot dive case. So if you need to buy gifts for, a lot of relatives or a lot of friends or a lot of employees or a lot of clients, if you have room to store dive cases, is there a more impressive way to gift an Invicta watch than in this box?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's how you give a gift right there. You want impressive packaging. The 8-slot case does it every single time. Or maybe you just need extra storage. That is the way that you take care of it. I love that it's a mystery case too, by the way. You can get one of 20, 30 variations over the years. We've done some really amazing things. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to blow this up in the big screen with the last couple of minutes we have. Maybe we'll do the black variation here. You're getting into solid steel. You have a quality quartz movement on the inside. It's a chronograph, so you can track elapsed time. 10 atmospheres of water resistance on this build. It's about getting into a quality engineered design from Invicta, but now adding on top of that some really cool materials. And here's where we get to the point of the show where we go to that big screen, we blow it up to a massive size. And this is where other watch manufacturers would start to be a little bit weary about imperfections. But we can do this on any one of our watches, and you're going to notice that it's flawless. This is Invicta. It's all about the details. Here's that bezel we were talking about, beautifully mirror polished on this, even in the gold. The gold tone, when it's mirror polished, looks like a liquid gold. It's absolutely beautiful. Then you can see the time that we've taken to machine out these sections inlay the carbon fiber. Here you even have that hex screw design on this piece. Solid stainless steel links. If you want to get into a quality build, you need a watch that feels good. And that's what this timepiece is. You have that really cool texture, different designs done on the crown of this piece. I was talking about that kind of going back to the X-Wing design. Today you can get into a big build for a very, very low price.
You know, this is such an impressive watch, and it's kind of that crossover watch. It is because it's a Speedway, slightly sporty, yet on a bracelet, particularly with the carbon fiber and that gold plating. I have to tell you, this could be a dress watch as well. And if you've got a dedicated price point, like $100 for that high school or particularly that college graduate, what an incredible piece this could be. And so think about this. The graduate at the end of the graduation comes to the gift table. And what is there? A sea of cards, right? They're writing their thank you notes. Do you think that they will remember after they say thank you how much you gave them in that card? Not unless you gave them a lot of cash. But you know what they will always remember? This. They will always remember this. Watches are heirloom. They pass them down from generation to generation. So whether this is for the grad or the dad, whether this is for the client or the employee, whether this is for Uncle Joe that has a retirement party coming up, or your brother Bob, or Justin, or whomever it is, it's just a great look. And there are a lot of gals who love the larger watches. So let me just address that quickly. The bracelet is super flex. So can I wear it? Absolutely I can. On a 6-inch wrist, I normally wear a 6.5. Like a 6.5 to 7-inch bracelet.
You know, if you're thinking about this piece and you're wondering, will it fit me? If you're already commonly wearing those timepieces like the Sub-Aqua specialties and the Venoms, quite honestly, a lot of the timepieces we build are in that 50mm range. This will absolutely work for you. For the women who are comfortable in a 40mm build, this might be a little bit too big. But we have that JT piece, which is a steal as well. So if you want more of a classic watch, we'll get into that. But if you want more of an Invicta-style timepiece, that's what you're getting into on this one. Should we say hi to a couple of people?
Let's do it. So on YouTube, by the way, the great place to the great thing about shopping with us on YouTube is you can watch the show, scroll down and shop the show, chat with everybody, and you can even share the show with a friend. So where can they find everybody again?
So on YouTube, which is extremely interactive, we can actually show that right here. You just go to YouTube and in the search bar, I think you know how to get to YouTube, but in the search bar, just type in Invicta, not Invicta Online Live. What are we calling this show? Invicta Power Play. Invicta Power Play 01.05, and it'll bring this right up. And here you can see everybody.
Look
we got
at that.
Trap, we got Victor, we got Jose.
Captain Photon.
Everybody is chatting here. So if you have some questions, you can ask us there. I know somebody further up asked me about what I was wearing. I'm wearing some new Invicta jewelry that's going to be coming up. And also, this is in the show, a newer Star Wars piece. That might be coming up later tonight.
And always keep in mind to follow us on Instagram. I am live on my Instagram always. So if you go to Kendy TV Host, Kendy TV Host, if you follow me or if you follow Justin at Being Zimmer, the great thing about following us is, let's say in the middle of the show, a price drops. Let's say in the middle of the show, they bring something out of the vault. I will go live on my Instagram at Kendy TV Host, and you'll get what they call like a confirmation, right? Or we'll let you a notification. You'll know what's going down or that you need to tune in. So just follow us, and you always get to find out what's coming up. And that's going to be important in particular during the warehouse clearance event.
Absolutely.
Starting on January the 18th through the 23rd. We will be there very, very, very soon. By the way, our website is a great place to shop for all kinds of great product. Paula Deaton's going to be here a little bit later in the week. Chuck Clemency is going to be here with gorgeous, gorgeous jewelry. The necklace I'm wearing is a beating heart necklace. That will be our today's top deal coming up with Libby a little bit later in the show. I just bought 3 sweaters earlier this week. Love our fashions. So you can shop all of that online at shophq.com. And by the way, if you love the idea of free shipping, if you join our Shop HQ membership, we'll refund all of your shipping unlimited and give you 5% cash back with us. Are you dancing? Are you dancing?
I didn't know he was a dancer.
All right, we've got a dancing crew over here. Wow. Now that's a first. Everyone's kind of getting comfortable in their new role.
Did you know you were going to be on TV and that's why you did it?
Yeah, that's why.
Dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Now you're not doing it.
Fancy pants. See, normally you have to wear Ryan's camo pants to do a dance, but clearly the rules have changed now.
At some point we got to let that go.
Let it
go.
This is the final Oh no. I should have just let you go.
Are we 20 minutes in already?
This is the final presentation on the day of our today's top deal. What is it? It is a classic. It's a 47mm Pro Diver, but there are a couple of really phenomenal upgrades on this Pro Diver. One, it's an automatic. Two, it is done in that drenching of gold for you again, and it is a true dive instrument at 200 meters water resistant. It is last call. In 3 hours from right now, the price does go up significantly, so that means you will no longer be able to get a $259 watch home on your wrist for a value pay of $10.79.
This is the time where you grab both.
Yes.
You grab both of these. I mean, can you believe the value? I also want to mention this right away. A lot of times, when you run into something like this, it'll be a 40mm watch. A lot of times, we've had a lot of those 40mm builds. So I realize there's a lot of collectors out there that have been waiting for that steel in a Pro Diver for your size wrist, and this is it. 47mm. That's Grand Diver size, by the way, with all those upgrades that Kendi was talking about. You have a precision instrument on the inside, mechanical automatic movement. That is ridiculous at $64.
Right?
The fact that you're placing a level of engineering that lends itself to true dive status is ridiculous at a $10 value pay. This is not a question of should I get the gold tone charcoal or the blue. Grab them both and then make up your mind. Do I keep them both? Do I gift one? Do I keep one? What do I do? Because here's the problem. When you get this home, ultimately you're going to feel the quality, feel the engineering, and you're going to come back for the other color, but it's going to be gone. Price will be expired. This is the time.
This is such a classic timepiece. It truly is. And it's a style that Invicta built their current day business on. So we're always asked, what does Invicta do the best? Because there's so much. Well, they really do everything the best. They're one of the most prolific watch companies in the world. But ultimately, this is the top selling look in the brand. It's a Pro Diver. It's the same size, as Justin mentioned, as the Grand Diver. It's that same style of silhouette. And if you'd like to experience this brand for the first time, we want to welcome you in. We are here every Sunday night for you for Invicta Power Play. Order this today. We ship it to you for $10.79 plus shipping and tax. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and if you love it, and we are confident that you will have 6 months to wear this as you pay it off monthly interest-free at $10 and change a month. Now, why is that so spectacular? You cannot rent a dive watch, which this is, for $10.79 a month. Think about that. You're going to own it for $10.79 a month after June. So what's happening in June? Weddings, so this is a great groomsman's gift.
Absolutely.
Graduations, so it's a great graduate gift. Father's Day. On this one, I don't think it's a matter, as Justin said, as which one. It's how many do you need at this price.
I mean, it's not a $64 watch by any means. I mean, you can isolate one thing, True Dive specs, that's worth more than $64.
Right?
The fact that it's that machine, there's no batteries on the inside. You power this watch just by wearing it. Just imagine the engineering on the inside. That's fascinating and cool at the same time. Or maybe you're just looking for that solid build, and this is what you're talking about, building Pro Divers for so many years, doing it right. It's such a solid build that it's a staple in everybody's collection. So if you want to try Invicta for the first time, this is a great way to do that.
All right, we're going to say 1 minute or sell out. Check out of your shopping carts. This is an item that will go up in price tonight in just a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So if you want to take advantage of our today's top deal price, you need to check out of your shopping carts. But there are a couple of today's top deals.
Let me try that blue. 30
If
seconds.
you missed the earlier show today, you may have missed something.
Listen, we have so many things in this show. Of course, we have Pro Divers. We have that graffiti. We're stepping it up with, I don't even know if I can say things a little bit later in the night. We got so many cool things.
Does it start with a T? It could. I don't know.
And it ends in Eon?
I don't know.
Or B?
Did
you hit the button?
We are not together. He's doing his own thing. I'm doing my own thing.
I'm glad that you're clarifying this.
We are not.
Pro Diver.
Right, should we show these chairs?
Should we?
These are so darn cool. Guys, I bought one of these for my son a year ago. He lives in it. My son is 17 years old. He doesn't just game.
It's about the action on the wheels.
He and his buddies are now literally creating games, and people are paying them to play their games. You know why? First of all, we have a million item numbers. A million different.
A color for everyone.
A color for everyone. Now, my son has a red one. He loves it. My daughter's brought her cat for the holidays. He loved it. But it is ultimately so comfortable. You've got your pillow here. You've got your lumbar support. Yeah, you're supposed to say,
it's about
when you
the
do that.
sweet action on the wheels.
The sweet action.
This is what you're just going to do all over your house.
So if you look at these online, all of the details are online. We just showed you a graphic with a million different item numbers. My thing is just do this. Go to shophq.com and type in Techni Sport. Just type in that, Techni Sport. Maybe we can show them how to do that.
It's got a lot of different controls.
We should show them how to do that, guys. Oh, yeah, it gives you lumbar support, lets you lay back and take a little nap if you need to. My son does that with his chair every once in a while. So, yeah, just go to shophq.com. Easy peasy to do.
Ooh, there's
you can
a camel one. If you don't want people to see you if you don't want people to see you in your chair.
Is that a camo or a leopard one?
I can't even see it.
So you just go online to shophq.com and type in Techni and look at all the different chairs. Look at that.
Was it leopard or was it camel?
It looks kind of leopardy to me. I don't know. There's a Vikings, well, not a Vikings one, but if you like Vikings football, I think they did well today. There's like your Invicta yellow one. I know, that's what I said. If you want to celebrate it, get the purple one, right? All right, Jason Taylor, speaking of football, check this out. This is going to give you a little taste as to the madness of what's going to happen at the Invicta Warehouse event beginning on January 18th through the 23rd. That is where the coin, the phrase, supercharged deal was born. This is going to be the lowest price likely that you will ever find on this because it's a $249 Jason Taylor collectible. Number limited edition, upgraded with every upgrade possible.
Absolutely.
In a pretty rare, we haven't seen a lot of these lately, 3-slot Jason Taylor dive case. It is a real dive case. It floats. It's watertight. And it will hold up to 3 of your largest watches, or you can take the packing out and put in here whatever you wish. Of the many years that Jason Taylor has partnered with Invicta to create his style in the Invicta brand, not one watch has ever come close to the value that you're seeing today. And again, it's a classic 40 millimeter,
yeah,
right?
It works for everybody's wrist.
Yep.
This is the perfect watch, but you have all those upgrades that you've always wanted. Now you have these colors here too. We're going to start with the black execution, all done in black ionic plating. You have that pop of gold tone on this. Even the dial is done in that unique way where it's polished. There's that mechanical automatic movement. Numbered, limited edition, $77 and change. It's another one where if you like more than one color here, grab it absolutely tonight.
Fewer than 70 remain in the black. Now, if you want the gold tone, it's already last call. We're down to fewer than 2 dozen.
Okay.
Even though it is gold tone, you're going to get the black dial and the black bezel, so fewer than 4 dozen. And likely this will be the first and the last time you ever see a price this low on a Jason Taylor timepiece in a 3-slot dive case. Then we have the silver tone available, and if you're gifting it, I always say your safe bet is, I think the safe bet's the 2-tone, because that way they can work with their gold, their silver, their platinum, whatever they'd like to.
Isn't that gorgeous? You know, selectively done in gold tone, still lots of that silver. Dial work is on point. This is that JT variation though, Jason Taylor, so you have the JT badging at the 12 o'clock position, the 99 at the 9. How cool is that? But then when you talk about dive specs, mechanical automatic already, we're getting into something that is absolutely territory we should not be in. This is a $250 watch right here.
So Jason Taylor is a great guy. He is a Hall of Famer. He is an award-winning human. I mean, he won the Walter Payton Award, not just because of his talent on the football field, because he's a great man. He's a wonderful philanthropist. And we've been able to do many shows with him. He's genuinely just a really sweet guy.
He's a super cool guy.
He's a little afraid of bugs on the beach or
like some
stuff on the beach.
I think a lot of people are. I mean, tropical location. Who knows?
A funny guy.
Who knows what killer bugs lurk in the shadows?
Do you love that?
I mean, really. But yeah, you know, he's had a relationship with Invicta for many, many years. We've been working with him in this facet with watches for about 5 or 6 years, carving out a big name for himself in the Invicta community, building some gorgeous executions. Here's what you can think about with Jason Taylor executions. He's taking some of our most popular styles and kicking them up a bunch of notches in style. So that's why you're getting into a lot of these color executions. The dial, that's unique, but still backing it up with quality.
Yeah.
Plus, if you love to get into works of art, piece of Invicta history, numbered, limited edition, to me is really important.
You know, I love this kind of for a kid out of high school or maybe even a college that loves football, maybe plays football,
Sure.
maybe just got a football scholarship. What a great way to celebrate. This is a 7. If this were not a Jason Taylor Pro Diver, if it did not come in a dive case, if it was not a limited edition, if it wasn't rated to dive specs, if it didn't have a flame fusion crystal, you stripped this Pro Diver down, it would still be a great buy at $77.99, right?
I'm monitoring comments a little bit here.
What?
And John the phone guy says,
Hey, John.
Price is active. I'm assuming he's talking about the watch. Did you steal that watch from me? Price is active, if you know what that means.
Price is active. Collector alert. Collector alert. Price is active. That means at any moment, we could be announcing the Hydra Plated specialty Sub-Aqua.
But
Black
listen,
Spinel sold out.
if that's not for you, or maybe you want to get into your first Invicta timepiece.
We're looking for gifts.
40mm watch. Now, a lot of watches we produce, of course, we're pushing the boundaries as far as case size, a lot of them in that 50mm range. But guys, keep in mind, I know you're out there, you love the 50s, the 52s, the 70s. The guys still exist that love classic. This is perfect for you.
Skip Connolly, one of our hosts.
For the gals, I mean, it's always going to be a classic size for everybody. It's not going away. Of course, we push the limits. We're Invicta. But if you want to go back to classic for guys, 40mm is perfect. For the women, though, if you want to get into Invicta quality, this right here is that piece for you if you want ultimate quality. I mean, this is a serious watch. When we talk about the upgrades on this, when we talk about water resistance on this piece, this is built to true dive specifications. If you want to take it in the water all day long, keep in mind, even if it never, ever in its life touches the water, it's about wearing and placing an upgraded quality on your wrist. And you're doing that for $77 and change. There's still a lot of throwaway styles out at the mall and retail for $77.99 with plastic materials and stuff like that. This is the real deal.
It is solid steel. You have almost all plated versions, automatic movement, flame fusion. I mean, the black 3 doesn't. And the black is really cool in this execution. Keep in mind, it is a numbered limited edition. So whence gone, forever gone. And I can't imagine us ever getting more of these back in stock at this price. This is for the active guy, the active gal. And maybe you love those beastie watches. You love the Octane and the Sea Hunter. But you know what? When you're coaching lacrosse, when you're showing the kids how to throw a pitch, those big watches might be getting in the way. This might be that perfect piece to wear if you're a coach, if you're on the water, if you are in fact diving. For the gals out there that want a really, really fun, I know more women that are Invicta collectors that love football than guys almost. All of the gals, Sarah and Texas T, they're all filling me in on, if my team's winning or not. Grandpa Mike is good at that, too.
Okay.
By the way, we will be giving you shout-outs throughout the course of the show today. If you missed the top of the hour, well, you may have missed our What's in the Box special, but you have not yet missed getting in on it. So if you want one of the single best values of the night, this is the only 8-slot dive case offer that we're making available for you. So we're going to ship you a $329 Speedway in a $73 8-slot dive case. For $15 on a value pay, check out of your shopping carts. The black is over 60 or 70% sold out right now. Well, we are being told that the price is active. Jump over the couch, download our app, and do whatever you can to check out of your shopping cart on the world's first ever Reserve Specialty Sub-Aqua, the #1 top rated watch in the brand Invicta, featuring that graffiti Hydra Plated design. And you know what? Invicta went all out because there are also 46 9-point black Spinels that look like sparkling black diamonds.
Are you kidding me on
That's
this piece?
over 4 carats. I'm stunned at this price.
4.14 carats, Ronda 8040N on the inside. By the way, when we talk about the Hydra Plating process, keep in mind that's a Sub-Aqua specialty. It's very complex.
So I want everyone to know that on the website, it still says that it's $14.95. If you call us, my guess is if
or
you
just
actually
put it in your cart.
If you click onto the item, that you'll probably still get the price is active.
And if you
so
put
you'll
it in,
get
it's like one of those secret things where the price is only revealed in the cart because the price is too high.
So what you have to do
TV.
is put it in your shopping cart.
Right? You know what I'm talking about.
Check out.
You know what I'm talking about.
Check out, and then the price will drop to $5.99. And your value pay $100.
Must put it in the cart to see the price.
$100 gets it home, and there will only be a few hundred of you that will be able to get that. Check out your shopping carts ASAP. You know what? Today is kind of like a preview to what's going to happen at the warehouse clearance event in January. Last January, we did a warehouse clearance event to beat all warehouse clearance events. So I don't know what our team is going to be able to pull off this year to match it.
Well, listen,
but
we
when I look at
always
these
top
teases,
ourselves. You know
right?
we do. You know it.
So DC Comics, another huge partner with Invicta. Invicta has a lot of partners. Star Wars, Disney, of course, Marvel Comics as well. DC Comics is one of our fastest selling brands because we see it so infrequently. And it's been, gosh, Justin, months and months and months and months since I last saw either a Batman or a Superman style.
New executions,
right?
Brand new dials. It's on the Pro Diver Scuba. So this isn't just any regular Pro Diver. It's a Pro Diver Scuba, so it's engineered larger. We'll get into what makes it different. But we're upgrading the artwork. And remember, when we talk about these huge collaborations, it takes a very long time to ensure it's done right because it has to be a perfect artist representation of that character. So keep in mind, basically what you're getting into is an artist representation from DC, our partners from DC, creating this watch. We take it further, create a 3D design that you can wear, and that's this wristwatch today. I think it's pretty straightforward. Batman or Superman on this one, who are you, right? This is amazing. You look at the depth and dimension on this one right here. So you're going to notice it has this really cool record style design if you kind of look at the texture of the dial. Then you have that iconic Superman logo done in the red with that depth and dimension. Look at the custom second hand. That has, commonly you'll see like a Reserve logo or Invicta logo. That has the Superman logo on the end of that second hand. If you want to get into a watch that dives into the details, this piece, hands down, every day, will give that to you.
This is a numbered limited edition. It has all of the great specs. If you want to swim with Superman, you can. It's 100 meters water resistant. You can play at the beach with the kids. It's got a flame fusion crystal, which is great. It will give you your number on the back. It does have the Marvel case back. The DC case back, and it will come in the DC
It's one of my favorite cases
as well. So here is your DC logo on that case back, and you give this as a gift. You know who I love this for? I grew up with two younger brothers. And we spent many, 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 many hours and many, many, many days and many, 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 many weeks and many, many years watching these two. Our favorite was na 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 na. We like the pow, bam, boom, boom. So I got to sit back on the couch and relax while I watched my brothers acting out Batman with the bad guys.
Isn't it crazy to see the evolution of
it's
the shows,
amazing.
and then fast forward to what they're doing today? I mean, it's really cool, with these timepieces. Superman, Batman, it's hard to find more iconic characters in the DC universe. You have them right here. Pro Diver Scuba, done on more of a massive scale here. You're looking at a 50mm watch, but you have the lug area that is increased. That's where the custom strap is attaching to the watch. You have a custom strap, which will match the character's color on this one. And look at the Batman design. Batman's always one of my favorites. Look at the custom second hand on this one. It's done in gold tone, but you have the bat symbol also on the end of that second hand. You're going to notice too that really cool record style detail, and then on top of that, we actually attach the Batman logo on this piece. These are huge new styles from the DC universe right here.
Well, Batman, are you ready for another 30 years?
30 years?
I don't know. That's what the comic said.
Of Batman?
I was just reading it.
These are characters that will live on indefinitely.
Forever.
There's no end date to when we start talking about these iconic characters. I mean, it's never gonna happen.
You know what I love about this? If you grew up watching Batman with your dad, and you've been to every single movie. I go to every single movie with my son and with my husband. We just saw the Star Wars movie. Have you seen it yet?
No.
It's good.
And
you know what?
It
sparked more debate with the guys in my family. My daughter's boyfriend came as well. My daughter and I were just sitting there. Yeah, it was a great movie. They were talking about that movie for hours. Like, how could it be over? But they didn't answer all these questions for us. How could?
It'll never be over.
I don't think it can.
You know what everybody's talking about, though?
What?
Is the Mandalorian scene with the two troopers and Baby Yoda.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody knows what I'm talking about, right?
And there's...
No? Have you seen it in the last episode? A little controversial. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
I was going to name drop the actors, but I
for
don't know.
Father's Day.
Legally, I don't know if we could do that.
You get that for Dad. How about Super Dad? S for Super Dad. By the way,
Super
ladies,
Dad.
I am on the third to last notch. So I have a 6-inch wrist. It's pretty tiny. So that will fit anyone. By the way, we also feature a great Marvel. By the way, there's an entire Invicta Marvel boutique on our website. There's a Disney boutique. There is a Star Wars boutique. So go check out all of those great items online. These prices that we're launching these pieces at. I think that DC piece is the lowest price we've ever launched a DC
it's a
piece
crazy
at.
value. You got
This
it.
is the lowest price we ever launched, and we launched this 2 days ago on a Marvel piece. That's a Pro Diver Scuba, but this time it's a 48 millimeter, and it's on a bracelet. And let me explain what a once only is.
This is a lot of watch.
A once only is a one-shot deal. So you have tonight and only tonight for the next 2 hours and 20 minutes to get the lowest price we will ever show on air on this Bolt Zeus Tria. The problem is I have about 24 of each execution, gold tone blue or gold tone black, silver tone black as well. It's an $1,800 reserve Bolt Zeus Tria with 3 movements, 3 dials, $59.66.
Can you believe that? Once only on
awesome.
a Tria. I don't. How often have you heard once only and Tria in the same
Maybe
sentence?
once only before.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. But you know what else
code.
is more ridiculous than that?
Well, we're told that if you want this one, good luck.
So we have, this will likely sell out in this hour. I'm just going to warn you right off the bat. When we introduced the very first ever Hydra Plated Graffiti timepiece at Shop HQ, we could not keep it in stock no matter how many months it was in between. Every time it came back, it sold out. But today, Invicta has created in its #1 top-rated watch. There's not another watch in their brand that's rated higher at this network than the specialty Sub-Aqua. They're all 5-star reviews, all right?
Real quick.
We have 330
We
left.
started with over 400 pieces.
I know, it's going to be gone.
And it became active a couple of minutes ago, something like that.
So this is the top-selling watch. We've never done the hydroplated graffiti in a specialty Sub-Aqua. It is upgraded in every way. No two will be exactly alike, and I'll have Justin show that to you. But there are, for your gem lovers out there, and I've had a lot of questions from customers about gems, 46, nearly 10-point each faceted black spinels. And when they are faceted, you know what they look like, right?
Black
diamonds.
Those are some big stones.
That's over 4 carats. And to get this home, you need a major credit card. It's a $100 bill to get it home, and then you wear it as you pay it off,
Benjamin, that's
interest free. Now I am kind of blown away because I thought we were going to be closer to $8.99 with those Spinels. I thought we'd be closer to $8.99, $9.99. That premier price, that unveiling price, we are unveiling this to the world. There's nowhere else you can buy it. I think it's the best you're going to find. So talk to us about Hydra Plating.
Absolutely. I mean, this is cool. Check this out. You have the really cool skull design right there. That's really cool. You get into more of the graffiti art on this piece. I mean, each one will be unique because of the process. Now, I do want to remind everybody, we had well over 400 pieces when we started, and we're at 297 now remaining. This is wearable art in every form. Check this out. As I show you the bracelet on this piece, then we're going to get into what this watch is. So it is a Sub-Aqua specialty. Huge piece, by the way. One of the most popular designs, not just in the Sub-Aqua collection, one of the most popular designs we've ever done in our history. Reserve means taking it to the edge, pushing the limits, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the industry. And you're going to see that with this case design. It's what we call a case and cradle system. The case is housing the movement that I'm going to get into in a minute. Then you have the cradle surrounding that. Then check this out. You even have a lug section that is customized and skeletonized. I mean, this is so beautifully done, so complex. You already know what it is. I mean, Sub-Aqua Specialty is a famous design. Now we add the black Spinels and the hydroplating process. Now, one of the biggest questions I still receive from the hydroplating is, well, what is it made out of? This is still solid premium steel. This is Invicta quality that you've always loved, but now it's a unique plating process that we've really been pioneering in the watch industry. The reason why each one will be unique is because of the process. It starts with a prep plating layer that allows and preps it for the adherence of the graphics. Then we prepare a solution because it's Hydra Plating. It's in a liquid. So you actually have the print on top of the liquid, and then you submerge the watch into the liquid, which is transferring those graphics to the timepiece. That's where you're getting into almost a one-of-a-kind watch. I mean, can two watches be exactly the same? I guess the possibility is there. I don't know how to calculate the probability on that. I mean, but I guess it could happen. But it's going to be extremely rare. After that, it goes through multiple steps, hardening layers to give you that Invicta quality that you always have loved. That means the graphics are there, the quality's there. This is the piece that you have absolutely been waiting for. In fact, when we first started Hydra Plating, we went through a couple of different variations. We did some camo variations, kind of played with it. Remember the leopard variations?
I do remember that.
We did some leopard variations.
We did the USA.
By the way,
if
you have one of those leopard variations, I would absolutely hang on to that because I'm not sure that that will ever be done again.
Right.
But then we came out with a Zeus done in a graffiti piece, and that was just been a hit. So now, first time graffiti design in a Sub-Aqua specialty with black spinels, I would say absolutely the time to grab it, guys. Let's talk movements real quick. On the inside, you have a Swiss-made Ronda. Ronda is one of the largest movement manufacturers in Switzerland, and on the inside, very cool movement. It's a Ronda MasterTech Caliber 8040N. Snapback retrograde day of the week at the 12. True big day complication down at the 6. And it's a chronograph, so you can track elapsed time. On top of that, the colors, check out the colors. You have the really cool orange design that's polished on that. You have a little bit of some yellows on this timepiece. I mean, everything works beautifully on that dial. Another big question.
Yeah.
Water resistance.
Perfect.
Still done to 50 atmospheres. That's over 1,600 feet. That is way more than anybody needs. If you want to take your new watch on the Invicta Cruise coming up very shortly, you can do that. You want to take it scuba diving? You can do that. If you want one of the most rare pieces on the cruise,
this is it.
This is one of those watches.
So in terms of durability, how is that Hydra Plating going to hold up for
Great
me
question.
over the course of time?
So it's going to be just like everything else you enjoy from Invicta. You know, we talk about black ionic plating, gunmetal, things like that. I mean, we've ensured that we've engineered it in such a fashion that you don't have to worry about it. It's absolutely amazing.
Over 30% sold out. So I'm going to send Justin to the big monitor to really break this down. And keep in mind, if you order more than one of these, you order one for your brother, one for you, one for your dad, whatever, every single link, every single design and pattern will be completely different. This is dipped so that when it comes out, you're, in essence, going to have a one-of-a-kind design. Call us. Let us know if you're getting it. Let us know who's picking it up on YouTube.
Lots of people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to join
Borders,
us,
I know, got it.
If you want to join us on the chat, once again, just go to YouTube, type in Invicta Power Play 01.05, and you can chat with everybody, too. How about everybody in the chat, if people are new? Let everybody know if you already have one of the graffiti executions. Let us know how you love it. Or if you have one and you love it, call us up. Right now is the time. Give us a jingle. Are you ordering one right now?
I can tell you who is. Scotty Borders.
Call us up. Scotty, call us up.
Sarah's loving it. Mary's loving it. The girls are loving it. RRG Marine is loving it. I think he's getting one. The real Swagalicious.
Oh,
he
Swagalicious
is loving it.
Daddy.
JT Pito. Everyone's all over my Insta as well. The price is active. We are a third of the way sold out. We're going to go to the big monitor. Make Justin look. You know, we might loop you.
Were you going to say tiny because there's jokes there?
No,
Were you going to say tiny?
I was not going to say that. I would never say that.
Can you put me on the big screen?
You are the least. You are the least tiny personality I know.
Are you calling me fat? All right, let's go over here. You know, when we first started, in fact, when we came out with the first version, the Graffiti, it wasn't even called the Graffiti. We just called it a Hydra-plated watch. In fact, the customers, Invicta family, the Invicta family members out there dubbed it the Graffiti, and now you're noticing that it's called the Graffiti, which I love. So that's exactly what this timepiece is. You're getting into that solid steel construction again, but look at the graphics on this piece. And if you want to see another really cool image, you know, you can go to Kenny's Instagram page. I took an image and put it on my Instagram page, Bing Zimmer, if you want to check that out. But extremely unique. Everybody that I've come across on social media that has one of these graffiti timepieces has fallen in love. But this is the first time not only on Sub-Aqua specialty platform, but the first time we're really taking it to the next level with stones, black spinels, almost 50 stones, over 4 carats of gorgeous spinels on this watch. Swiss-made movement on the inside, really taking it right to the edge. Dial treatment is something we always focus on as well. So you're going to notice all of the colors match. It's very colorful in its detail, where you get into kind of the, you know, the oranges and the yellows and the reds even on this design. Extremely cool, matching that graffiti. But then it's about the texture. You can see the textures, the more record style detail gives you a sunray finish on the sub-dials of this timepiece. Everything is done right. Everybody has been waiting for this piece. Now is your opportunity, because we're being told this will not last the evening.
I love the color on the dial. I love the fact that it's such a useful complication. I mean, I never know what day of the week is it. What day of the week is it? Well, Tower plays every Sunday, so today's easy.
Sunday is an easy day.
You know what day of the week it is. You know what the date is, right? You've got your chronograph feature if you want. So a lot of ladies are buying this. I'm so glad to hear. I'm going to show it to you on my wrist so you get an idea. Here's what I love about the specialty Sub-Aqua. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I tried that in 3rd grade once.
How'd that turn out for you?
Didn't turn out so good, so I'm a pretty straight shooter. I'm a real straight shooter. But this piece is heavy and it's bold, right? But it is going to be wearable, even with a tiny wrist. So my wrist is 6 inches. I wear a 6.5 to 7 inch bracelet. As long as those lugs don't go past my wrist, and this doesn't, it meets it, I can wear it. And in the specialty Sub-Aqua design, now I can't wear a Venom on a bracelet because that bracelet's too thick and too, not stiff, but too structured. This is fluid, this is flexible. Ladies, all day long, you can wear a specialty Sub-Aqua. Now, we are well over 40% sold out.
Oh, yeah.
If you want this, check out of your shopping carts. And for those of you who are new, I want to talk about Value Pay. Value Pay is when we offer you a payment plan that is not layaway. This watch stays away with you. So you make your investment. It's $100 plus shipping and tax. We get it home to you. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. We know you're going to love it. You will then have 6 months to wear it as you pay it off monthly, interest-free, at $100 a month. And that is, by the way, for about a $1,500 timepiece. Well, I want to talk to one of the gals who just called us and purchased this. Her name is Patricia from Pennsylvania, where my daughter just returned to. Patricia, welcome to the party tonight.
Hi.
Happy New Year to you. How are you?
Great. We love this watch. I'm not a collector, but I guess I am for my husband.
Oh, how wonderful.
And, I don't know if people realize how great that Hydra Plating is. My husband is also a gun collector and does the Hydra Plating on the stock.
Yes.
And that is a process.
Yes.
No one would ever believe what you go through. It is awesome.
And it's expensive
to do. So when I've seen this, yes, it's a lot to do. And the Spinels, I mean, we recently just got your other Sub-Aqua one, or the Reserve, with the black Spinels also. And then we just got the new the Sub-Aqua Noma 7, which is awesome too. But this plating is unbelievable.
Yeah, it
unbelievable.
Really is. Yeah. How long have you guys shopped with us, Patricia?
Oh, well, my son started in college. Okay. We're way back.
All right.
And my husband, he's very selective of the different ones that he gets. And my son likes the coalitions, and, you know, my husband has diamond ones, the Damascus. I think he had spoke to you before.
Okay.
Because I'm Patty from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And your daughter's probably very cold here today.
Well, she's a lot warmer than she was here. I think her flight should be arriving.
Right.
I think she's already home. Yeah.
But, yeah, I just wanted people to know that Hydra Plating is very special.
It's very special and very durable as well, right?
Right.
Yeah.
When you can put them on gun stocks, and yes.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
Well, Patricia,
but it's a very special watch.
Have you guys cruised with us yet?
Not yet. We're tempted, though. You know,
I'm telling you, it's so much fun. It is the most fun you will ever have. If you went to camp as a kid, it's like going to watch camp.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to learn more about it, and thanks to Patricia and her husband, go to InvictaCruise.com, right?
InvictaCruise.com.
InvictaCruise.com. Call us if you got this.
So we do have a question
from
Neil. It says, if multiple links are removed, it will make the pattern disrupted. You know, here's what you do.
Remove them from the right area.
Yeah, I'll show you how to do that. You know, commonly, I think, and I see this from a lot of collectors, if you get a watch, you just randomly take out links. Let's say you need to take 2 or 3 out, you just take them out. Here, just ensure that you start taking them out from the bottom of the bracelet. So yeah, I mean, some of these pieces will be removed if you have a smaller wrist, but don't just randomly take one from here or from here, because then that does disrupt the design. But if you just start taking them up from there, not a problem whatsoever on this timepiece. Also, we had a comment from, let's see here, Ricardo.
Yeah.
You know, when I asked if other people had some, he has 2 hydroplated Zeuses, 2 Magnums, a Coalition Forces, the Pro Diver, and the Leopard Akula that we mentioned. So, man, talk about a very cool hydroplated collection. Very fun piece.
I want to give a shout out to a Heart of Gold on my Instagram. Again, I'm live at Kendi TV host, KENDY TV host. A Heart of Gold just ordered it. Johnny Jet just grabbed it and loves it. Mike Mocha had to pick it up. It is a must-have item. Trap Vision says the graffiti pieces should be the official cruise watch. Wouldn't it be fun to have a graffiti night?
Or like a graffiti ocean voyage watch, you mean?
Jack DiTuro just ordered one, his first hydroplated.
Nice.
Mac Man 8970 wants to know where he can find one of the chairs you guys are sitting in. We just showed you how to order these. These are online.
We can put it up again.
At shophq.com. All you want to do is you want to go to shophq.com. Like, there are a lot of item numbers available,
but
all you have to do is go to the search engine, and up on top where it says search, and type in this brand, Techni Sport. If you type in Techni Sport, all right, we can get you, all the item numbers will come up. So go to shophq.com, type in Techni Sport, and there are many different colors, many different styles. Everyone's loving it. I got one of these for my son for Christmas last year. He lives in it. He actually builds video games now. He's 17 years old, for other kids to play, and he gets paid to do it. How cool is that?
I'm telling you, there's money in video games. Parents, if you're out there, if your kids want to play video games, you let them do it.
And we love these, It's a whole different world. It took me a while to get used to it, but it's kind of a whole different world today. And these chairs are comfortable, crazy comfortable.
You know, I'm wondering if this is just a temporary thing, or if these are our new chairs, because this is actually the first time that I'm resting my cheeks on this, and it makes this show nice.
All right. Jill Hudson says she's new to the group. She's been watching for about 3 months. She's trying to learn more about them. Her husband is the collector. Ooh, he got her a rose gold angel with diamonds. Jill, this is what I'm going to recommend you do. There is a Facebook group of Invicta girls.
Okay.
Go there and ask the girls what they love, what they can wear, because sometimes you want to talk to the gals about what's wearable and what's collectible. So go to Facebook and type in Invicta Girls, and my girlfriends, all my Invicta girlfriends run it. And most of them are on the cruise.
Cool.
So if you have any questions, also a good place to ask a lot of the gals is just right now, you'll probably get Texas and Sarah to answer some of your questions. And Justin, again, is on our YouTube forum. We broadcast live on YouTube live during every Power Play show on Sunday night. And where can they find you again?
So you go to YouTube and just in the search bar, type in Invicta Power Play 01.05. That's the date, basically, but you do it in that format, and it will take you right there. You can click play so you can watch it there, and then you can also chat there, too. So extremely fun.
So these are selling out. We're going to go back to the phone lines, out to California this time, and say good evening to Sheldon. Sheldon, welcome to the program. How are you tonight, sir? Hi, Sheldon.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. How are you this new year?
I'm fantastic. I just picked up the graffiti.
Yes! Oh, I was going to say you're doing better than me, Sheldon, right now, for sure.
So is it your first graffiti?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I've got the white face and the black face. Actually, 2 of the white face, because I bumped it against the door and knocked some of the plating off. So I had to get another one.
Okay.
So what is it about the graffiti that you love?
Huh?
What is it about the graffiti that you love?
Oh, wow. Well, with the Zeuses, I'm all about the Zeuses.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Magnum. I love the Zeus. I mean, they're just fantastic. But what I love the most is it's really descriptive. I mean, I know you describe it really well on TV, and you guys are fantastic, and I can't wait to meet you on the cruise. It's my first cruise.
Yay!
So I'm real excited. But when you get it out of the box, I mean, the Hydra Plating is so descriptive. It's just eye-popping.
Yeah.
When you see it.
Do people stop
and now
you?
This with the black Spinels, oh my God, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, people absolutely stop me. I usually wear them at work.
Okay.
Because I've got a girlfriend who's coming with me on the cruise,
Yay!
and she's the one that turned me on.
Okay.
That turned me on to Invicta about 15 years ago. So I've got about 100 watches right now.
Wow. Sheldon, do us a favor. Come up and say hi on the cruise. Introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm going to be all over you guys.
We'd love
Put
to
me
chat.
on TV by the time I get done with you.
And get a good night's sleep before you leave, because it is a party for 4 days and 4 nights, Sheldon.
You know, we have an extra night, though.
Yeah,
I know. That's the best part. I can't wait.
Well, Sheldon, thanks for your call. Enjoy
you.
your new timepiece. We certainly cannot wait to meet you. And if you want to come on the cruise with us, there are only a few cabins left. You go to invictacruise.com. It is like a watch camp. But here's another thing that's interesting that Sheldon just said. His girlfriend turned him onto this brand. So what I have found is it's most of the wives that turn their men onto the first Invictas, and they're all on the cruise too. So girls, if you're wondering, will there be other women on the cruise? Oh, the women rule the cruise. Am I right, guys? And there are jewelry vendors. We'll be broadcasting live on the cruise ship. Our jewelry vendors will be there.
There's stuff for everybody.
And for the first time ever, One World Fashion will be on board the cruise as well.
Yeah.
So you get to meet the designers, the jewelry designers. You get to meet all of us, of course. There are activities for 4 days long.
You know, exactly. You know, one really quick thing on this before we go. Also, no fingerprints. No fingerprints to worry about on this timepiece. I've always, and it's no secret, I've always wanted one of the graffiti timepieces.
Me too.
I have yet to get one on my wrist, but this is awesome right here.
ALL, if you're watching, I'd like to see the specialty Sub-Aqua with the Spinel in a mid-size for the women. Just saying. Are you with me, girls?
I mean, listen, I think...
We can't keep the women's Bold Zeus graffiti in stock.
I think we have a few more of the smaller ones coming up here soon.
These are almost half gone.
Yeah.
In the first airing. Almost half gone. All right, we want to welcome you into Invicta Power Play. We are with you here every single Sunday night, and we broadcast live on our YouTube channel as well, so get involved in the chat. We've got some really special watches. Now, we launched the first ever Sea Monster on a YouTube show. Do you remember that?
Yes.
It sold out instantly, and it was orange.
Yes, true.
Well, and I remember it so well because we put it on YouTube and it blew out the door. So this is the first time we've offered a price this low on this Sea Monster in an automatic, which I love. Super, super sporty, super fun, remarkably comfortable to wear, even though it's 52 millimeters. And it is a dive instrument, so it's 200 meters water resistant. And yes, 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 on the Flame Fusion Crystal. We just took this down to the lowest price ever. And a brand new Pro Diver. Here's the deal. We're going to ship it in a 3-slot dive case. I have 100 in the gold tone black. I have 150 in the gold tone blue. It's a brand new style in a dive case. Flame Fusion Crystal, absolutely 100 meters water resistant, swimming it all day long. But my pick of the week is this next watch. I was able to launch this timepiece to celebrate the kickoff of the 10th anniversary of the Lupa Revolution. Not the Lupa, but the Lupa Revolution.
It's a big deal.
About 9 months ago. It's a numbered limited edition of 500 pieces made for the world. The first half of that sold out completely 9 months ago. It's been MIA for 9 months. So I thought it went out to the stores, so we'd never see it again. We now have the final 80. It is the most breathtakingly beautiful women's Lupa. It's larger than the baby Lupa. It's larger than the women's Lupa. It's the Lupa Revolution. It's curved on the case back and features a lot of diamonds. Over a half carat. It's a numbered limited edition of 500 made for the world, and I think this is the final quantity forever. 80 pieces.
Timepiece, I mean, that's one of the most beautiful Lupas ever built. You know, even when we start talking about the diver variations, the Revolution gives you that Lupa shape, but with the depth and dimension on that dial, which on that one was made up of diamonds, that's unmatched.
Who's getting fancy with the chairs? By the way, the chairs are on sale online at shophq.com. Just type in Techni Sport, and you'll see a whole bunch of different colors and styles. All right, our once only opportunity, lowest price ever. It's almost over. Let me define a once only for you, and again, welcome you to Invicta Power Play. My name is Kendi. Justin Zimmer joins us from Invicta. If you'd like to ask any questions, you certainly can. Justin is live on our YouTube channel. I am live on my Instagram. We'll take any questions you have. You can call us as well. But a once only is a one-shot deal, where we give you a very limited period of time, typically a show. Our show is 2 hours long now. We were at 3 hours, now 2 hours long. And we take a piece and we bring it down to the lowest price ever, like crazy low price. We can only honor that price during the show, and when we say goodnight in 2 hours, the price will go up forever. And we can never offer this on air at a lower price. Here's the problem. Racing toward 2 dozen in the gold tone blue.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Racing toward 2 dozen in the gold tone charcoal. And I believe that we are now under 20 in the silver tone charcoal. At 80% off, this is what our customers refer to as a grail or a masterpiece. And to be able to get an $1,800 timepiece with 3 Swiss movements inside. 3.
Are you kidding me with that?
For $59.66, it's time to check out of your shopping carts or forever hold your peace.
Look at this. Gold tone black. They're all gorgeous.
All beautiful, right?
All gorgeous on this design. Now, the Zeus is another one of those highly famous builds. I mean, everybody knows what the Zeus is. We were just talking about the Sub-Aqua specialty and the Graffiti. Another one of those famous elevated designs, the Bolt Zeus. Now, the Bolt Zeus by itself is already a complex build, extremely complex. I mean, when you look at that, over the years, we had changed colors, plating techniques, and everybody has fallen in love with that. Really, how do you take Bolt Zeus and build it into the future? Can you believe that we came up with something like this? It's amazing. It's amazing. So here's what's happening. We're rotating that movement inside the case, which alleviates having a crown over here at the 3 o'clock position. So we've modified it where the crown and function pushers are perfectly done right here. You have that Invicta Reserve logo on there. That is done right, but it eliminates the need for a protection system. Typically, when you have a crown on a watch, it's protected. When you think about Sub-Aquas and things like that with a crown protection system here, there's no need. The seamless integration of the function pushers on here, that is a work of art. This is basically a $2,000 watch that you're going to be getting home and on your wrist for $59 and change.
Dude, I love
Are
that.
you kidding me with that? But moving those crowns now allows us to play with the case. So what we've done is we've added 2 more Swiss-made movements on here. So you have that Ronda 8040N from MasterTech. We'll get into that. You also have 2 Swiss-made 1042s from Ronda, and you actually have the crown right there. You just pull the crown down just like this, and then you can set that complication very easily. And it's done in such a way that when you push that down, it's not going to be hitting your wrist. So we've multiplied the cable work on this. Even with the original Bolt Zeus, you're missing one of those cables. Here you have 3 versus the 2 and more cables on the bracelet of that piece. If you want to get into grail-worthy territory for the first time on Bolt Zeus Tria, $357.99.
And I just wanted to bring out the Graffiti watch again, which is over half gone, because this does feature the same movement. And it just kind of goes to show you how
what would look like this.
Creative Invicta gets when they rotate that movement. It basically gives you the same functionality on the dial, just a little bit of a different layout and a different look.
I mean, look at that. I mean, so this is how you're wearing the watch, and that's how it looks. If I turn the watch this way, traditionally, that's how you would have the watch. And you even see the crown is now over here at the 3 o'clock if we move it like that. Extremely cool design, but it goes even further on this one. Check this out. With all 3 of the movements, solid premium stainless steel, and can you believe it's still utilizing flame fusion crystals.
Nice.
Impact resistant, scratch resistant, no issues. That is cool. But check this out. If you want custom.
1 dozen in the silver tone charcoal.
If you want custom, check this out. Custom cut crystals, custom designs on the bezel, how this is actually suspending the cable work. I mean, I'm not telling collectors anything you don't already know. This is a timepiece that either you have in your collection or it's at the top of your list. So if it's been at the top of your list for a really long time and you've been waiting for a price that's insane, $357.99.
It's really getting to last call on this. So 3 executions, last call. The only time at Shop HQ you will ever see a price this low on air, and we guarantee it will never go lower. The price does expire in less than 2 hours. When we say goodnight, the price goes away. It goes up significantly. I mean, $1,800, that's nothing to sneeze at, right? So check out your shopping areas. We're going to go to the monitor, but before we do, we're going to go to Virginia and say good evening and welcome to Michael. Michael, welcome to Invicta Power Play and Happy New Year. Did you get a new graffiti for the new year?
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You did.
That's my second graffiti.
Nice.
Why did you come back for a second one? What was it that you loved about the first so much that you came back for more?
Well, it's got a couple different things. I mean, one, I can't wear the thing out, or anybody, I don't think, could wear this thing out in public without somebody, it catches their eye, and then it's fun when people try to figure out, well, what's the theme of it? What's the theme? And they sit there and look at it, and there is no theme. It's graffiti.
Right.
So
it's just cool.
I mean, I'll never get near, what Sheldon in California had with his over 100 of them like that. I mean, I think this makes my 31st.
Well, that's pretty outstanding.
It's a big
I've got to
number.
tell you. And you know what? I don't think it's always about the number. I think it's about the quality of the timepieces, if you enjoy wearing them, if you get compliments on them, and if you just love the way you look and feel all day long when you wear them, right? That's what it's all about. So it doesn't matter how many you own. Right.
They're very comfortable. People talk about, man, that thing weighs like, what's that weigh, like 5 pounds? And I'm like, no. Then the joke about you have to wear something on your right arm too, so your left arm's not so built up and blah blah blah. But I just love to watch it. I mean, each one of them is unique.
Good for you. Wonderful. Hey, you're going to go on the cruise with us, Michael?
No, not this year.
Okay.
It's
all right.
I'm retired military. I've been out there enough. So. But
well, we thank you.
I'd love to take one of your cruises.
We thank you so much for your service, and we will certainly let you know if there are other events that where we're going to be in your area for sure. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you for your patronage. Enjoy the heck out of that watch. And we are about half sold out of that graffiti, and the silver tone is El Gano. So which is going to win the race here? Is the blue selling out first or the black? And should we send Justin to the monitor? Oh, fewer than 2 dozen of each.
Oh, so
you want to go to the big screen?
We can, yeah.
You want to do that?
It's an exciting piece to do.
All right, I'm going to do the blue, I think, because that color might be a little bit easier to see.
Here's why this is a great show. Okay, we started with some really amazing pieces, and I'm not going to call them starter pieces. They were at crazy low prices.
No, these are Grail.
We had that JT piece with the auto, right? We had that 47 Pro Diver with the auto at crazy low prices. Then we eased into an amazing graffiti. Think about this show, the graffiti. Now we're into Tria. Then we have a Tourbillon extravaganza coming up later in the show. Not one, but two.
You know,
one
there
may
are
be
things
covered
called
with
surprises. You
one
don't
might
give
be covered with
surprises
diamonds,
away.
one may not. Are they equally gorgeous? Yes, but just stay tuned.
Have you
because
always been this naughty?
This,
were
yes.
you like the major challenge for your parents out of all the kids?
Yes, I mean,
that's what I thought.
to this day.
So you're going to get payback with those boys. You know that, right?
It's happening right now.
Yeah.
It's happening right now by far. But no, I mean, this is one of those ultimate collector shows. That's what makes this so exciting. There is something for everybody. Now, if you're just starting to collect Invicta timepieces, or maybe you're just joining us this evening for the first time, this may not be your first Invicta watch. Maybe you're going to start with one of those Pro Divers and really feel the quality and the engineering, and then start stepping it into things like this. But if you want to start right at the top at Reserve with a masterpiece from our collection, you can do that today, and you're tuning in at the right time because it's a once-only price. This is the one opportunity you're going to have to get this price. But here's that movement. We've rotated that inside the case once again, so that snapback retrograde day of the week is positioned perfectly over there at the 3 o'clock position. And you're going to notice that puts the crown and function pusher system here. This really shows the amount of engineering that we're capable of at Invicta. Look at the seamless design. This is a function pusher. This isn't something that's just machined out. That's a function pusher that you're utilizing to operate your chronograph with, seamlessly integrated into that case design.
I could crush you with this finger.
You could.
I just noticed
That's
that.
an interesting thing to say. It's a very interesting.
I just thought about it.
And then you have that really cool crown design, the badging Invicta Reserve. Whenever you see that, you know you did it right. You got into the amount of engineering and tech that everybody loves to get on their wrist, and there's one of those secondary movements. You have 3 separate Swiss-made movements on this piece, and you got 30 seconds left.
200 meters water resistant. We have the final quantities. This price will stay in our system for 1 hour and 45 minutes. After that, the price goes up significantly forever. We can never offer a lower price than this on air. We just can't do it. So we have fewer than 20 of each. Check out your shopping carts. It is the only Tria of the night, and I think it might be the only Bolt Zeus of the night. We don't have another Bolt Zeus coming up, do we?
Zeus?
We did have a JT last hour that I think is almost sold out. It was a Jason Taylor Bolt Zeus with the Miami colors in gold tone with the Hall of Fame case back. in a 3-slot dive case. So if you missed that last hour, that is available as well. We want to welcome you all in. Be sure to follow us on our social media. Justin is being Zimmer. I am Kendi TV host, Kendy TV host. We both posted this earlier, and that's why there has been a rush to get the first ever Reserve Specialty Sub-Aqua in the Graffiti with over 4 carats of black Spinel that look like dazzling diamonds. They're half gone. If you want to get that home for $100, do it. You know who got it home? Chef 27,
nice.
Invicta Graffiti Watch Camp Cruise is what he's calling it. Hey guys, if you're on my Instagram at Kendi TV Host, can you guys help Jill Hudson? She's one of our newer customers. Answer some of her questions. I'll get to you, Jill, a little bit later. Catman Run 3 just bought his 3rd black Spinel watch. One is the 45mm Speedway gemstone, the Pro Diver with the black Spinel, and yes, the Graffiti. Congratulations to Catman Run 3. By the way, if you missed the top of our show last hour, we did a What's in the Box special on a $329 Speedway in the only 8-slot dive case of the night. So we're going to ship you a $329 Speedway in a $73 8-slot dive case for $15, and the black is well over half gone at this point. So we get a lot of notes from the ladies in particular that say, hey, you know what, we want more. And Invicta is doing just that for you. Brand new this show, a new style of anatomic for the women in a multi-function design. And behind those beautiful subdials that share with you a lot of great information, exquisite mother of pearl at a price that's really, 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 really nice. And the beauty of Anatomic is it's a great looking watch, but it ultimately is super lightweight and very, very easy to wear. So here is what we have. If you would like the black with the black mother of pearl,
yes.
I have 40 pieces available. And when I pick this up, it feels almost like nothing. It is that lightweight. So this is the black with the black mother of pearl. Next to that is the black gold tone. Also with the black mother of pearl, but this time you have the gold tone accents. And then next to that is my favorite, and we only have about 1 per state, and that is the black with the rose tone. Next to that, silver tone gold and silver tone rose tone. Not quite sure why we're calling this silver tone. Maybe it's because we're calling the strap silver tone, but it's really not. It's white. But if you like the white, order silver tone gold tone or silver tone rose tone. Don't know who thought this was a silver tone strap, but it's not.
There's silver tone pins in the bracelet.
There's silver tone pins in the bracelet.
You know, it's built just like a bracelet. I mean, this is nothing new when we talk about Anatomic. It's a fascinating collection. In fact, I have some of the earlier generations when we really started to do this in the Russian Diver series. I love that. A lot of times it was done in Invicta Yellow years and years ago. Then for many years, whenever we would see Anatomic, it was in the Sub-3 design.
Always,
which we love. Of course, we came out with a Magnum in the Anatomic line as well. But now for the women, we've released a piece just for you. So it's a big deal. Yeah. It's a new style in an Anatomic, so this affords you in an extremely comfortable watch. Yeah. All those upgrades we talked about, flame fusion crystal on this, impact resistant, scratch resistant, the Tritnite luminous feature, so it'll glow during the dark. You have an upgraded mother of pearl dial. The dial work is done beautifully on this one, but it's in that design that you can wear every single day. Even for $99.99, you have a push button dual deployant clasp on this, which is very easy. Easy on, easy off, right? On this one, and 10 atmospheres of water resistance.
What about sizing
I'm loving these pieces.
We size it like a regular bracelet, pretty much?
So when you look at these, if you know like the Seee Spider, I think what we're seeing here, it's a screw design. So basically, if you just have 2 tiny little screwdrivers, if you have the Invicta set, the tool set.
Oh, by the way, I think the tool kit, Christine, is it still on sale? I think it's still under $50.
So it has, is it? Because it has screws.
It's a $49.99.
Or if you wear glasses, or if you go to a store and you pick up just some of those tiny little screwdrivers for like eyeglasses, things like that.
Or just if you're a dude that has tools.
I mean,
just saying.
You should have tools.
My husband has 3 million tiny screwdrivers, like 3 million teeny tiny screwdrivers.
I feel like that's a must-have for a dude. Tools, right?
Yeah. Are you the guy in your neighborhood like my husband where everyone in the neighborhood comes to borrow your tools?
I mean, I have a lot of useful tools in the garage, but my father and my brother they're contractors for many years. So if I really need something big, I just go and borrow it.
So if I need to borrow something, I just come to your house.
You could.
And you'll get it from your dad for me.
I mean, do you need a jackhammer?
Today,
you want to repave your driveway?
I do need to do that.
We could do it
desperately.
I can drive a Bobcat like no one else. In fact, fun fact, I've actually won at the local fair a couple of blue ribbons for driving the furthest on 2 wheels, a wheelie, on a Bobcat. In fact, if you go back far enough, I got a picture with one on my Instagram.
My husband rented one once when he was building the, what do you call it, the side cart thing on the side of the garage for an extra for his
carport,
for his motorcycle trailers.
Listen, Extreme Bobcat. That's me. It's coming. It's going to be an X Games.
You know what we should do? My husband and I, and you and Kat, we should go to, where is it in Vegas, where you go and you ride around in those big giant, what are they called? Those big construction trucks.
You're losing me.
You can do that, like, for fun.
A dump truck or something?
No, you can, like the ones that scoop and all that. I should know the name because I had a son. Like the scoop, like the big giant cranes and all that stuff. You can do that. By the way, you're watching us on YouTube right now. Backhoe, something like that.
Do you think you have to sign a waiver?
If you go online to YouTube, you can find us at. That's when you fill in the blank.
You go to YouTube and you just type in the search bar. It's very easy. Invicta Power Play 01.05. That's the date in that format. You can see it right there. Invicta Power Play. You can chat with us right there. It's been an extremely fun time. We'll try to answer questions if you have them as well. Or if you have other questions, there's a lot of collectors taking part in the chat.
Yeah.
They may be able to answer the questions even quicker.
And typically we have Ryan with us to help,
He was on earlier today.
Send notes back, but everybody's been working a lot. We want to welcome you to Invicta Power Play. We are here for you every single Sunday night, and we want this to be really about you. So please give us a call if you have any questions. You can certainly address those questions if you want to on our YouTube channel. I am live at Kendi TV host. The great thing about following us is this. Number one, we always do pictures and videos and behind the scenes to let you know what's coming up. Number one, and you're going to want to know for the warehouse event for sure, because there are some shenanigans that go on in the vault. I hope Bale's not.
I'm no longer allowed to drive the forklift.
Neither am I. But you know what? But I didn't cause the trouble. I did not get in trouble for driving the forklift. But once Justin drove the forklift, nobody could drive it then.
Of all the people, I'm probably the most qualified to drive the forklift. And now, because of a legal thing.
No. He caused trouble.
Okay, can I answer this question real quick? So we do have a question from Ask Live. What is it?
Ask Live at shophq.com. Send us an email.
This is from Nelson. He was wondering if the TMI NH Caliber 35 is a hacking movement. So that's a mechanical automatic movement. Hacking movement means, yes, it is, by the way. When you pull the crown out, that second hand will stop. And then when you set the time, you can, precisionally set that, hit that back in, the crown, it will start again. You can actually sync your watches with the rest of the SEAL team if you want to.
Nice.
Hacking movement, yes.
All right, so we are at about half sold out of the first ever Reserve Specialty Sub-Aqua. By the way, the Specialty Sub-Aqua is the #1 top rated watch of all of the Invicta watches that we sell here. For the first time ever in the very popular Graffiti Hydra Plating design. And just to make it extra special, they have decked out in color that incredible movement and placed 46 9-point faceted black spinels. I know, they look like black diamonds. They really do. That's over 4 carats of black spinel. We were only given about, how many do we have? Like 400 available. We are at about 200 available now.
Half gone.
If you would like it, what we've done for this launch, for this unveiling, is we have taken this $1,500 timepiece and skimmed $900 off the top. And we're going to give you the ability to get this home for $100. It's something called Value Pay. It is not layaway. You will actually get to wear this timepiece all 6 months. You pay it off monthly, interest-free. You invest $100 plus the shipping and tax to get it home on your wrist. You wear it, as you pay it off monthly, interest-free. You do not sign up for anything. It doesn't cost you anything extra. You just say, yes, I would like value pay. And that's what we can do for you. This is a piece that is very large and quite heavy, but the women can wear it because of the flexible bracelet and that lug construction, as well as the men. The Hydra Plated styles have been some of the most elusive styles, but it's never before been seen in a specialty Sub-Aqua. It's never before been seen with genuine gemstones, and you need to pick it up tonight if you want to make sure you're wearing this on the cruise, right?
Talk about the ultimate watch. I mean, yeah, if you're going on the cruise, I mean, this one has to be displayed to let everybody see this piece. I mean, Graffiti's where it's at. Merge that with Sub-Aqua specialty, and you're absolutely into a masterpiece. I love the colors. I love the artwork. I love the graffiti aspect of the timepiece. That's why I've always wanted one. I do not have one yet, but this is the first time, too, where we're taking it in a whole nother direction with the stones. I mean, check that out. 46 gorgeous black spinels on this one. Over 4 carats of stones on this piece. That is amazing. But you know, one thing I love about Hydra Plating is it's unique. It effectively is giving you a one-of-a-kind watch, and we'll explain why that is in just a minute. But also the fact that it has that matte finish to it. You're not worrying about fingerprints. You know, if you have those polished pieces or the brushed steel pieces, and you get fingerprints on there a lot and it bums you out and it bothers you, here it is. Never have to worry about that on this design. So let's talk a little bit about this process first and why it's giving you this unique look. Hydro plating is hydro dipping. You can think about it that way. It's a liquid style of plating. But it's not that simple. There are multiple steps to be able to create a watch like this, and that's why it's very expensive. It's something that we've been pioneering now for like a year or two. Absolutely amazing. It starts with a pre-plating process that prepares the premium steel. That's another question I get quite a bit. What is that watch actually crafted out of? Solid steel. Just like you would want a high-quality build, premium stainless steel construction. It's solid, nothing folded or hollow on this timepiece. So it goes through that additional, or that first step, which is that prep step that allows then for the adherence of the graphics. So as we're doing that first step, we're preparing a liquid that has the graphics on the top. Then what happens is the watch is carefully dipped into the liquid, which is transferring that graphic to the timepiece. But after that, it doesn't stop. We ensure that we do multiple hardening layers on top of that to give you that quality that you've come to love from Invicta. And that's how you're getting into that one-of-a-kind look. In fact, if you look right now on Instagram or on Facebook with a lot of collectors wearing these timepieces, you'll see, like the Bolt Zeus design, multiple different variations that you get into. You see this right here, kind of this devil design, but look at how this is done. It's a 3D design that's done on one section. See the red? On one section, as I move this, you can see the eye, the other eye, on there. Check that out. And that's on the lug system that is machined out. So it really gives you a unique look that carries throughout the design, which means the Sub-Aqua specialty, in my opinion, was created for this, because you're noticing the graphics goes all around all of the sections that are machined out on this design. I mean, Reserve absolutely all day long. If you want to get into one of the coolest designs, you get into Reserve. It's really pushing the limits in the industry. And now we're adding on top of that, not just architecture and engineering, but the way the plating has been done.
All right, we just need to let you know that if you want it, you need to grab it tonight. It is selling out. We have a lot of phone calls we're going to take. I want to thank all of you who are live on our social media. I'm trying to let everybody know that it is active, it is live, and it's over half gone now. $100 bill, and you get this home on your wrist, and you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you get it home, if you're new with us, and it's not quite for you, there are no questions asked money-back guarantee. I think you will be stunned. And for the women that would like to know, this is a big watch, it's a heavy watch, but because of the lug construction on this, and because of the fluidity and flexibility of the bracelet, if you want to wear it, you can wear this, ladies, have it sized to your wrist, and wear it all day long. We're going to go back to the phone lines. This time, I think we're going to head to Texas, and we're going to say good evening and Happy New Year to Jerry. Jerry, welcome to the program. I understand you got the graffiti tonight.
Nice choice.
Yes. Happy 2020 to y'all.
Thank you. You as well. Is this your first graffiti?
Yes, it's my first. I've been waiting for the right graffiti to come along, and wanted to pull the plug on this one.
So what sold you on this one?
Well, I like the particular pattern of the graffiti, as well as, like Justin said, the machining and the spinels just put it over the top. I was watching this with my wife, and
she said, "Oh, you got to get that for Father's Day." So I said, "No, well, okay."
Well, we are over the moon for you. Enjoy showing this off.
I will.
Just be prepared. You will be stopped multiple times every day and asked about this timepiece for certain.
It's a cool watch.
And Jerry, thank you so
Jerry.
much. Happy Father's Day early, about 6 months early. Enjoy it. We're going to go back to the phone lines, this time to Pennsylvania, and say hello to Diana. Diana, welcome to the program and Happy New Year.
Hey, Kendi.
Hi,
Happy New Year.
I just
How
saw
are
you. Good. I just saw you scooping up on my Facebook there a little bit ago.
Yes, I was just on there a few minutes ago. I wanted to call in real quick and tell you that it's Invicta Girl Watch Group.
Thank you, Invicta Girl Watch Group. Any of the girls that want to know, and you're very active on Invicta Girl Watch Group, right, Diana?
Yes.
Okay.
You got to say Invicta Girl Watch Group, or they can do hashtag IGWG.
IGWG. All right,
Yes,
so talk
to
to us,
find us on
Diana. Did you get the Lupa Revolution?
My husband is getting it for me.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Well, we all know he's a keeper, right?
Yes. Yes. He is definitely a keeper. So we'll see you guys on the cruise. Can't wait. We're excited about that.
Excited. Are you practicing your dance?
Yeah. Hopefully, if my knees hold up for me. I'm trying to lose about 10, 20 pounds before the cruise.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too. You know what? If you don't lose the weight by then, if your knees aren't doing well, we'll have to bring one of these chairs on board, and I'll just wheel you around.
Yes, that'll work. Hi, Justin. How are you?
You know, talk about losing weight. Here's what I'm not doing right. I got home at 2 a.m. last night, and the first thing I did was I attacked the leftover pizza in the fridge.
Nice.
That's not how you lose weight, kid.
Nice, but you don't need to worry about
And
that.
then I went to bed. I don't know.
Well, Diana, we love you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Say
you,
hi to your
Diana.
husband. Enjoy this Lupa. The Lupa is absolutely gorgeous. We'll be getting back to this a little bit later. Are we going to go to the monitor? Yeah, we're going to go to the big monitor. By the way, this is the Lupa Revolution numbered limited edition, and very, very few. Oh, no, we are down. We are well over half sold out of the Graffiti.
Yeah.
Well over half sold out. So as you walk over there, can you talk a little bit about how these are really, in essence, almost one of a kinds, that every single watch you get is going to be slightly different?
You know, it's because of that process. It's that hand-done process of dipping the watch into that mixture, that liquid mixture that's transferring to that solid surface. That's what's giving you one-of-a-kind look. Now, could there be two? Absolutely. I haven't really seen yet two that look identical. In fact, you're going to see a lot of wrist shots, maybe with that Zeus design with the Graffiti. But here it is, taking it to the next level. So that's Invicta quality. One of my favorite all-time designs that we have ever done right here in that Graffiti design. But then we get into a Swiss-made movement. You have that movement from Ronda, again, one of the largest manufacturers in Switzerland of quality movements. It's a Ronda 8040N. This is from their Master Tech series, so it gives you a lot of really cool stuff. If you're just joining us, when we talk about complications, it's not complex or complicated. It's about getting a lot of information on your dial, and that's what's really cool. So you have that snapback retrograde day of the week, which is a fun way to do it. Typically you have that on a sub-dial. Here you're going to notice it works its way over to Saturday, then snaps back to Sunday. Then you have a more intricate way to tell the date here. It's called a big date design. It's actually two different discs that are working in unison on this, which is extremely cool. But then you also have that chronograph so you can track elapsed time. If you want to get into a quality built, all metal repairable 8040N. So we're not talking about plastic components on the inside of this timepiece for that movement. It's going further with the quality and the design. Plus the watch itself is engineered to over 1,600 feet of water resistance. That's 50 atmosphere. So if you want to get into high quality, it's right here. And Kendi, I cannot believe my eyes.
I know.
Over 400 pieces at the start of the show. By the way, we had over 400 pieces. When we actually got to the presentation, we had lost already 70 of them. We're down to 170 pieces remaining. This is one of those good luck situations. When you get this home, absolutely call us up and let us know how you feel about this.
You know, for those of you who you just want 2020 to be an amazing year, and you want to start it off with a smile on your face, and you just want to have a joyful year. I don't know how you could not smile with joy down on your wrist every single day you put this on. I don't know how you could not make everyone around you happy with this timepiece. Those black Spinels are faceted magnificently. It looks like you're wearing a very high-end, like very high-end, black diamond timepiece. When you see colors and designs like this graffiti, you ultimately think high-end designer. You let anyone that's looking at you in this watch put whatever price tag they want to on it. But you today are getting the buy of a lifetime, and if you don't snatch it up this hour, you will likely not get yours. Now, we've got a lot of other ridiculously fantastic things to come up for you. We have 150 out of the 400 that we started with, 150. And all you need is a $100 bill to get this home. Say yes to Value Pay. We ship it to you. Your investment is $100 to get it home. It's one of the 6 easy monthly interest-free payments that you make, and we're just going to keep that out here. We're just going to keep it and give everyone updates on it as we go throughout the hour. Guys, we only have an hour and a half remaining of Invicta Power Play. We do want to welcome you in every single Sunday. Now, this, I will never forget the first time I ever laid my eyes on my first Sea Monster. I loved it so much that I begged it to be in our very first ever YouTube show. And it sold out within seconds.
Which, you know, that was kind of the beginning of, the YouTube show. So we didn't.
It was the first ever. It was the first ever YouTube show. We didn't know if anyone would show up, and you all showed up.
You did.
So this is the lowest price we've ever offered on this Sea Monster in an automatic. It's 200 meters water resistant. Yes, on the Flame Fusion. The black is almost completely gone. It is one of your favorite watches, and I've not sold a Sea Monster in over a year. I'm sure it's been over a year. How about you?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been a long, long time. It's a cool, cool dive watch. All right, once only. This once only opportunity expires at the end of our show in an hour and a half. We are only for the next hour and a half guaranteeing you the lowest price you'll ever find on this watch on air. From an $1,800 value in 3 Swiss movements, 3 dials that can all be set separately. $357. That means we're going to ship you a $1,800 watch for $59. And 66 cents. The silver tone in the middle is gone. We have gold tone blue or gold tone black in there. We're going to say last call. 80% off. That's a savings of over $1,400. I could do a lot with $1,400.
Me too.
I could throw a big old
party.
That
could buy a lot of pizza.
A lot of pizza.
Donuts.
Pizza party after pizza party. Speaking of donuts, I did my pay it forward today.
What's that mean?
I was at this really the most amazing donut shop near us, like high-end gourmet. And I was getting my box of donuts because my daughter and her boyfriend left to go back to Philadelphia today. And this little girl came in next to me and she asked if they do dollar donuts. And I'd never heard of it because I don't live in that town. And they weren't sure. And then they told her no, and she walked out the door. And I walked out the door with my donuts. And there she is with her girlfriend. They were maybe 9 years old with their puppy, counting pennies. So I handed them a big bill and I said, you girls go in there and get as many donuts as you want.
There you go.
That was my pay it forward today. I thought they were going to cry. They were so happy, those girls.
Yeah, you know, that's extremely cool.
Do that for people, you guys.
I did that one time at a grocery store. Some people were having some trouble.
I remember that.
And I saw, it was just a mom and a daughter. And
pay it forward, guys.
You know, things weren't working out. And it just was, I don't know. I just took care of it.
Everything worked out because you were there.
I said, you're fine, just, you know.
Super Justin.
Yeah.
So this is my favorite watch of the entire show for the girls, by far. I actually was able to debut this with Justin. It was, I think, 9 months ago, and we were given about 200 units at Shop HQ out of the 500 that won't be made for a world. So this is a numbered limited edition of 500 pieces made to the world. We now have the final 80 forever. It was designed, let me take it off and show it to you, to celebrate the 10th year anniversary of the Lupa Revolution. Not the Lupa, but the Lupa Revolution. So you're going to find on the case back not only your number out of the very limited 500 people in the world that will own it, but you'll also notice a rose gold designated anniversary case back, which is cool. And if you're a collector, that's a very big deal. The Lupa Revolution is the most rare of all the Lupas. It is the most curved on the wrist, so it's the most comfortable. And in the women's category of Lupas in general, it's the largest. It's larger than the baby Lupa, and it's larger than the lady Lupa. It is the women's Lupa Revolution. And lucky for all of you, on those pedestals high, atop that really silvery dial, diamonds. Many diamonds, totaling over a half carat. It, actually, around the bezel as well, it looks like more like a carat, to be honest with you. And we are down to the final 80 on a value pay of $58.33. You know,
I have always loved the Lupa Revolution.
Me
It's one of my favorites. Of course, it originally started in an even larger design for the men. You know, and we've created styles like this too. This is cool because even when you got into the diamond timepieces, the carat weight wasn't as high as this typically. Typically, you'd have like the diamond 12 and the diamond 6. This one's got the diamonds on the bezel too, is extremely cool. So over a half a carat of diamonds, and it has the custom leather strap, which is gorgeous. But this takes Lupa, which by the way, when we talk about Lupa, we can talk about iconic styles all day long, but the Lupa really put us on the map. To me, it's even more important than Pro Diver, really, when you start thinking about it. So to be able to change something like that, update something like that, you have to be very careful. So we've done it perfectly with this. You're going to notice it maintains what the Lupa has always been. It's that really cool shape that hugs your wrist beautifully. It's extremely curved on the back, so you don't have to worry about comfort. But that curve continues on that really cool Flame Fusion crystal. That's protecting the dial. Always known for that style of crystal, which magnifies the dial. But then when you look at the dial, this is one of those watches, I mean, the Lupa Revolution's been out for many, many years. Depth and dimension, that's amazing. Look at the 12. It is a work of art by itself, a structure that is attached right there at the 12. The 6 is done the same way. The other hour markers are done that way. So we're really giving you that depth and dimension. It's a fun piece. But now for the women, we don't do it enough. I know we don't. We don't create enough special, unique pieces for you. This one was designed just for you. And you have that really cool, gorgeous gold tone on the back, that treatment that's been done, the rose tone, plus only 500 for the world. Think about that. Only 400.
This is the final 60.
Only 499 other people in the entire world will ever get this home. But you're right. After the 60 pieces remaining that you see on your screen, these will not be made again. You cannot get a more exquisite diamond timepiece for this price right now.
And think about it. It took us 9 months to get this back in stock. 9 months. I thought, since Invicta is a worldwide distributor, that the other 300 went out and about in other stores. This is all we can offer you. The price is sweet. The ability to get it home on your wrist for $58. I'm looking at this piece. You know who I think it's perfect for? A bride. You know, the watches in America are the #1 wedding gift. I think this is an awesome bride gift. I think it's an amazing gift for maybe that silver anniversary in that silver tone, that 25-year anniversary, or for any day. Diana, I cannot wait to see this on your wrist. I also think with this white leather strap, that's a cruise watch. That's your captain's table watch right there. And again, if you have never cruised, we have 3 dozen left. Oh, this is going to be gone. By the way, if you've never cruised with us, it's an Invicta cruise. All of our jewelry vendors will be on board. We'll be broadcasting live from the cruise ship for 4 days, 4 nights. InvictaCruise.com. There are a couple cabins left. InvictaCruise.com. Check out your shopping carts when this is gone. It is gone forever. By the way, if you're loving the chairs that we're in, just go online to shophq.com and type in Techni Sport Chair.
Very cool.
Techni Sport Chair. Or you can try to write down all these item numbers. Look, we even have a pink one. We have a pink one. We have a purple one. We have a leopard one. Oh, Neil, our director. Look at Neil. Neil, our director. Give everybody a wave, Neil. Neil is the longest standing employee at this network, 27 years.
Yeah, he built
over
the building.
27 years. And there's Christine. Oh, Christine, our director. That girl is wicked.
Nice.
You want like one of the smartest girls in the building? You don't mess with Christine. I try on occasion. I leave the room crying most of the time.
And that's the infamous easy button you see right there whenever I say things I'm not supposed to.
Christine red buttons us. That means if we say a naughty word, she
They made it extra large because it's easier to hit when we're
But we never do that, do we? We never do that.
Not that you know of, because the button is pushed.
No. All right, so should we see if it works? La 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 la. Did she red button me?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what's happening. Is this for real?
This is for real. We have a 48mm Pro Diver Quartz Chrono. It is a brand new design for you. It comes in a 3-slot dive case, which is really cool. And we're going to do a really quick special because you guys went crazy for this in the preview. Gold tone black is the most limited. We also have the 2-tone blue. It does feature 100 meters water resistance, so swim in it all day long. That famous Flame Fusion crystal. But if you're new with us, this is kind of fun. Invicta doesn't do this a lot, but they do it on occasion. No, yours will not have question mark on it. It's just that means that it's a mystery case. So yours could be gray or blue. I ordered a watch for my son. It came in the Flash.
The Flash.
Can I tell you how excited he was? It's like his favorite comic character.
Well, we've had reports of the Flash, the Punisher,
Betty Boop,
Popeye. You know, Betty Boop, quite honestly, if you get a Betty Boop one, that's going to be one of the most rare
we love
cases.
Betty Boop.
We've only made a few of those watches, too.
I know.
They're absolutely adorable. Anyways, we should get into this watch.
Yeah.
So you have the gold tone black, which is the most limited right now.
Yeah.
But look at this one right here, that two-tone blue. So you have some sections done in the gold tone, some in the silver tone, but look at how this is done with the blue bezel on this piece. I mean, that is an amazing look. Then it goes back into a lot of that gold. Stadium style design on that dial. When we talk about building dials perfectly, this is a great example of that. Look at this outer track that we've created with those hour markers. That's done right. But look at this, the silver tone, the gold tone, the blue. That is a big look. And by the way, look how thick that bracelet is.
Nice.
That's solid steel on this design. All the upgrades are there that we've been talking about. Flame fusion is that material that we've engineered over the years to be impact resistant, scratch resistant, the best material to get into. The big question though, how does it look on your wrist? Let me show you that. If you want to get into a good looking build,
here, I'll show the ladies
it's right here. By the way, it's a pro diver, but it's a highly modified pro diver.
Gosh,
so you have a lot of really cool differences on this.
It's very geary on the outer edge.
Absolutely.
Right, of the bezel. Very, very unique. It is, in its most basic form, the watch that Invicta built their current day business on. So they do a great job at creating these unique styles. And these make great gifts. If you need those gifts at under $100, I always recommend a pro diver or a grand diver. It's a great kind of every man's watch, every woman's watch. We're going to go to the phone lines again, this time out to California, and load up the phone lines, guys. We're here for another hour and 15 minutes with you. We're going to say hi to Phil in California. And Phil, I understand you got the Bolt Zeus Tria today. Is that right?
Nice.
That is correct.
Nice.
How are you this evening?
Wonderful. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
This is my third Bolt that I have purchased.
Nice.
And can't wait to get this one. In fact, I'm waiting for another one to show up any day now.
Excellent.
So that'll give me two brand new ones within 2 weeks.
How long have you shopped with us, Phil?
Oh, gosh, I don't know, probably. I really couldn't tell. It's been so long ago that I started purchasing this.
Nice.
But my question to you is this: you had a transatlantic on there last week, I believe it was, or the week before, and I have the first transatlantic that you made. And I was going to try to get online to order that new one, the latest one that you had, and I missed it by about 30 seconds or 45 seconds.
Oh,
and
no.
They were sold out.
Oh.
My question is, are you ever going to be putting out that another transatlantic?
I'm sure we will.
Well, there might be, if you go to shophq.com and type it in, there may be some there here and there, just like a couple of pieces. But as far as kind of coming out with like a new color or something like that, I mean, I'm sure we will down the road at some point.
And whenever anything sells out, Phil, check back in like a week or 2 weeks, because there are people that cancel their orders all the time. You can also sign up to be notified when we get something back in stock.
Notify me? Yeah, absolutely.
So you can click the notify me button to let you know when it comes back in stock. So you might want to just check every once in a while or do the notify me feature.
But I mean, if you go to shophq.com and type in Invicta, I mean, there's thousands of Invicta timepieces on there, by the way.
Well, in about 10 minutes, we may have the final presentation on the brand new and exclusive reserve specialty Sub-Aqua. Now, the specialty Sub-Aqua is in the Sub-Aqua family. It's the #1 top-rated style of watch in Invicta's brand, but it's the first time it has gotten the Graffiti Hydra Plated treatment. And, why not? 4 carats of black Spinel that look like diamonds.
Beautiful.
So we are well over half sold out. We started with 400. How many do we have left, Christine? 145, and that is it. Don't cry. You're
I'm going to cry.
All right, this is a brand new style of bolt. I love the way this cable kind of weaves in and out of the bezel. 3 great color combinations. You know what's getting really, really, really hot? Anything blue with rose tone is getting very, very, very popular right now. All right, the Sea Monster. I love this watch. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for us to bring the orange one back, because the very first Sea Monster I ever saw was in a meeting. And they told me it was going to be maybe in the Power Play show. Could have been a Power Play show. And I said, you know what? We're launching our first YouTube show ever. Can we pretty please put it in the YouTube show? Yeah. Just to kind of test to see who's watching. Well, come to find out, a bazillion of you love watching us on YouTube. Bazillion. And it's sold out on our YouTube show. So the planners weren't too happy because then they had to replace it in our show later that night. But that's a good problem to have, right?
Absolutely.
For us, not for people who missed out on it. But it's been probably a year since I've seen a sea monster. This sea monster is not any sea monster. It's an automatic. And it is a monster because you can dive in it. It's a 200-meter water-resistant dive watch.
It's a good
and
look.
This price at 71% off means it will sell out. So in the black, Christine, how are we doing in the black, honey? I own only 70 in the black. I prefer the silver tone. I like the silver tone dial.
It's a really cool piece. Now, we've done some different variations of this over the years, but I believe this is more of a generation 1 with these upgrades that have been done. I think it is too. Fully functional unidirectional rotating bezel, custom case design, custom strap design on this piece, and that is done in the updated silicone, so it's extremely comfortable, extremely flexible, not a problem. Exhibition case back, which displays that machine. That's what's exciting. When we start, it's a $400 watch, folks. When you start to get into movements like this is what's fun. In fact, if you're just joining us at, what did you say?
Director Neil wants to get a something for selling the Cherryson.
He sold the chair?
He believes he's a part of the sales team now. Yeah, I don't disagree with him.
Yeah.
Or was it for the water?
The water?
I don't know what he was talking about.
But
you never know.
Typically, when you start your watch collection, you're just going for a look, and I get that because you're not really sure what to do, and you try that first watch, things like that. But as you start to appreciate your love for Invicta, you're not just looking for a design. Of course, that's part of it. You're taking design, but you're also starting to notice what's on the inside. What makes this watch tick? And that leads you on your journey towards mechanicals and mechanical automatics. Now, I always think quartz is in that game, especially you'll start to get into more complex quartz movements in, like the 8040N and stuff that you see. Those are movements that you would be collecting. But when you get into something like this, it's really what's happening on the inside. Mechanics, right? Mechanical automatic build, really taking it back to a time when quartz watches, battery-operated timepieces really was not even a thing. But ultimately, what's fun, to power this watch, you are the power source. You're the power source for this watch. All you do is wear this timepiece, and as you're wearing it, it's spinning that rotor, which is customized for us at Invicta in the yellow. That's in turn winding up what's called the main spring. It's literally a spring that compresses and stores all of that energy. Then it regulates all of that energy and drives the mechanics of the build. You're getting into a precision machine that you are wearing on your wrist. And many, many years ago, that would have been a very prestigious thing to have. I mean, just imagine when they first came out, being able to shrink a machine like this to where you could wear it on your wrist. Now, we're perfecting them every single day. That's what's happening. So you're getting into that machine on your wrist, mechanical automatics where it's at. It's built to true professional dive specs. It's in that popular case size of 52 millimeter flame fusion crystal. It is checking all of the boxes, and it's different.
Yeah.
That's what's cool.
It's comfortable
different.
too.
Yes.
The way that the strap is integrated, the quality of the silicone, that really thick keeper, it makes it, even on my tiny wrist. So this will fit up to about an 8.5-inch wrist. But my wrist is just 6 inches. I would probably wear this on the second to last notch, in case you're wondering. And that big keeper, when you put this in, tucks that tail under, and your GTG, underwater, over water, as you're running around. You know who I love this watch? I love it for the really active, like coach or dad.
Oh, for sure.
The hockey coach, the lacrosse coach, the football coach.
Yeah.
Because that flame cruising crystal, you're not going to hurt it.
Right.
If you get in the water, maybe the swim coach, you can dive in it, and we're going to ship you a $389 Sea Monster, which is honestly one of the most limited productions that we see in the Pro Diver family. I mean, I haven't seen a Sea Monster in probably a year. We're going to ship it to you, a $389 watch for $18.33, and you're going to wear it for 6 months as you pay it off monthly, interest-free, at $18. $40.33 a month on your major credit card. $40 in the black that Justin is holding.
40?
I know. Maybe vision is an issue for you. If it is, I would go silver tone because that dial is super easy to read.
Yeah, they're both very clean. The lighter version's a little bit easier to read, but look at the dial work on this too. The outer track has those huge globe luminous markers ported over from that Sub-Aqua Venom. You're going to notice that this will glow very bright during low light situations. There's tritnite on the hands and hour markers. Now, tritnite, I've mentioned that a few times tonight. It's a material that we've actually creating using various illuminating pigments over the years that allows your timepiece to glow. There's no button you have to find, anything like that. It just charges itself under light and then releases that charge in the jar.
So Buff Deborah says, chair item numbers, please. There are so many item numbers for these chairs that you're best to go to shophq.com and type in this name, Techni Sport Chairs.
Yes.
TECHNI Sport Chairs. If you do that, it will give you a full page with all of the item numbers because every design and every color has a different item number. So go to shophq.com, type in Techni Sport Chairs, and you'll get to see. And is that one like a cheetah or is it an army? Did we figure that out?
I don't know. Sure.
It was a camo. By the way, all the jewelry that I'm wearing is coming up with Chuck Clemency in like 2 hours.
By the way, all the jewelry I have that I'm wearing is coming up shortly from the Invicta jewelry line.
Excellent.
Yes.
So today's top deal from Chuck Clemency is a dancing gemstone necklace that I'm wearing.
Beautiful.
Libby will be. Oh, I'm wearing the moon earrings. I love that. I'm wearing all that jewelry. I'm wearing that ring. I'm wearing that ring. I'm wearing the moon earrings, anything celestial. Do you see those moon earrings? If you want to give her the sun, the moon, and the stars, guys.
Candy, we have a new chatter.
Right there. Well, who's your new chatterer?
It's Travis.
Hi, Travis. He's not new.
No, this is a different Travis.
Oh, a different Travis.
Hi, Travis.
Hi, Travis.
Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Enjoy.
Thank you, Travis.
Yes.
Wonderful. By the way, we are on YouTube.
Travis, he's not new.
Well, we've got a lot of Travises, I guess.
2.
Guero Garza says the watch is awesome. Ivan says super sharp. Tex is watching. Tex, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Tex has had some medical stuff going on. And Buff Deborah, I'll try to type you some item numbers when the show is over, but there are too many item numbers to text you during the show, or to send you during the show. By the way, I am live for the next hour on my Instagram, Kendi TV Host, Kendy TV Host. I posted a video of the show tonight, what was coming up. If you have a question, if you have a concern, all of my regulars are there. They can help answer as well. I'm so glad that so many of you are active. The great thing about following us on our social media, and Justin is being Zimmer, is that we let you know what's coming up before the show, and we notify you during the show if something is going down, because we know you want to know. It looks like Fords Go By got the specialty Sub-Aqua. Congratulations. He'll have it on the cruise. Looking forward to meeting us. He's Mike in Michigan. And Grandpa Mike is trying to pace himself so he can ease into the warehouse event. But the graffiti, he says, is calling his name. Oh, and thank you, John, for helping out one of our gals who wanted to know. Mr. Mother's Shed said has the graffiti Bolt Zeus, and he absolutely loves it, and would like to recommend that maybe they do the Hydra Plating graffiti in the Octane someday. That would be a lot of work.
How about in SpongeBob? Yeah. Did you know that he lives in the pineapple under the...
I did. And I love his friend Squidward. Love him. Just saying.
So it's a thing, and it's happening. Yes.
Everybody, Jermaine Burwell wants to know the other watch you're wearing. You're wearing a Star Wars watch, right?
Yep.
On your right wrist?
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's in the show, isn't it? I think it's in the show.
It could be in the show. I don't know that we'll get to it.
The FET variation?
Oh, Christine!
Oh, stop the show.
Christine! The real Swagalicious Daddy would like a date with you. Unfortunately, Swagalicious, one of our regulars, she is pretty taken.
But he's the real Swagalicious.
I know, but she's...
Daddy. He's not an imitator.
But she's really taken. She's really taken. Just saying. She's hot and she's really smart. I think he wants your number. He wants your number. He wants your number. I think men like smart women. You married a smart girl.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, this is going to sell out in this coming hour. We're having a lot of fun today, and we're so glad you're with us. If you own a Hydra Plated timepiece, will you call us in the next hour and let us know what you think? And most importantly, let the customers who are considering this and looking at it the first time know how much you love your Hydra Plated timepieces. We're going to get into the technology, but first and foremost, Invicta really creates magnificent works of art. And first and foremost, that's what this is. The style of watch is a reserve, so it's top shelf, it's upper echelon. And it's a part of the Sub-Aqua family, and it's called the Specialty Sub-Aqua. And this particular style and structure of watch is actually our customers at this network #1 top rated Invicta watch. Like, I don't care how it's decorated, they're all 5-star reviews. The treatment over the steel is called a Hydra Plated treatment, and we've done it over the course of the last year or so in a Bolt Zeus, and it became a runaway hit when this graffiti design first aired. So tonight, the first time ever, in the Reserve Specialty Sub-Aqua, and we started with 400. We're under 140 remaining. Our collectors love these styles, and just to put a cherry on top, over 4 carats of faceted black spinels. I believe there were 49 or 39 black spinels.
46.
46 black spinels, each almost 10 points. It's a work of art. You have to decide if you want to be stopped on the street or not. If you don't like people to approach you, do not wear this watch.
Absolutely. It's just so cool. I mean, it's a fun piece to wear. And I think that's what everybody's been talking about. But it's also different and highly collectible in that limited production. That's what's really cool on this one. And you guys get it. Guys and gals, I should say. It's almost completely gone. Check that out. But to Candy's point, it's the first time that we're taking the graffiti, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, but it's the first time we're taking it up a notch with all those really cool stones on this. Over 4 carats of black spinels on this design. Absolutely cool. And Sub-Aqua specialty design. If you love the Zeus that you're wearing right now, this is that watch that you want to get on your wrist. Now, originally, all of the executions, we started playing with it, they were all just called Hydra Plated.
Yeah.
The customers, or I should say the Invicta family members, all of you out there started to dub this one the graffiti, and it's by far the most popular. Of course, we've had some other big styles, though. We did the USA version. That was huge. That in the coalition forces, that was a big piece. But this one was a standout favorite. So what we've done is we've changed the graphics, but now also changed the platform, which is the Sub-Aqua specialty. Let's talk about that process real quick. Very expensive, time-consuming process that allows us to transfer the graphics to the watch. Now, one of the biggest questions I receive is, what is that watch made out of? Because it looks like a stone, which, by the way, is a matte finish, and you don't have to worry about fingerprints on this design. It's extremely cool, but it's all done in premium stainless steel. Now, it all starts with a base prep layer, a plating that allows it to become ready for the adherence of the graphics. At the same time, we're preparing the solution with the graphics on the top of the liquid. Then, when it's ready, the watch itself is dipped into that liquid, which is now transferring the graphics, and that's where you're getting kind of a one-of-a-kind design. Now, could you get 2? I guess you could. I mean, it would be crazy that would happen, but typically, you're going to have a watch that's going to be unique to you. But after that, it doesn't stop. We have to go through multiple layers of a hardening process to ensure that the graphics are done right and they're there to stay. But that is the really cool look that you get after all of that work on this design. But if you're just joining us, if you've been following us for years, this is one of those famous designs that we talk about quite a bit. Sub-Aqua specialty. In fact, anytime you get into a Sub-Aqua design, you know you're doing it right. Art, design, engineering, but this one was built just to be complex. That was the main design detail of this watch. How do we take Sub-Aqua? Typically with Sub-Aqua, we're talking about deeper depth ratings, water resistance ratings, which, by the way, translates to higher quality build. But with this one, we really took that to the next level with the case and cradle design system. This is by far the knockout of the evening. Unfortunately, there's only a few remaining now.
So typically, I don't have the time to really go onto all of my platforms during a show, so I pretty much hang out on Instagram at Kendy TV Host. That's KENDY TV Host. But I did switch over to my Facebook just to give a couple of you shout-outs. Richard Hardwell, Rachel Smith, Michael Carson, Guy McCormick, and James Gatis has a recommendation. Any chance you guys could do a graffiti montage in Marvel or DC? That is genius. And he says that he and his wife will meet us on the cruise.
We do have watches like that coming up. And I don't remember if it was Marvel or DC, But listen, we have some cool pieces coming up. You just stay tuned. 2020 is going to be a big year, guys. Big year for Invicta and Shop HQ. I'll tell you that.
This piece will fit the ladies. I'm not going to lie to you. It's heavy, and it's big, and it's thick. It's about 18 millimeters thick. But because of the lug construction and because this bracelet is so flexible and fluid, gals, if you want to pull this off, all day. Well, I could easily get that size down to my wrist. And let's talk about sizing, Justin, because this is a dipped piece, so you don't want to interrupt the design. So you want to take the links from the end, right?
You know, I get it. A lot of times when I size a watch, I'm so excited that I just start ripping out links, too.
I know.
I just start ripping out links, too. Any watch,
Take them
right?
from the end.
It's basically, for me, when I get a new watch, it's how fast can I get that on my wrist. Of course, I've been doing it for a few years, so I do carefully, but I do it quickly. So you might take them off here to start. You know, typically you know how many you have to remove, things like that. But with this one, you do want to remove them from the end of the bracelet, so it does kind of maintain the integrity of the look or the graphics, because if you just start taking them out randomly, when you put that back together...
He'd be missing an eyeball.
You could be missing an eyeball, depending on how far you got to go up. But yeah, just start, you know, down further and you're fine, not a problem.
And remember, yours will be uniquely yours. Every design, every pattern, every link is going to be a little bit different from watch to watch to watch. One of the things that I love the most is that the graffiti feel and theme was taken onto a colorful dial. I've not seen a dial this colorful in a graffiti before, and I love it.
It matches. You get the oranges and the yellows and the reds, the multicolor design of the art or the graphics or the graffiti transferred now to the dial. So you have the art of the graffiti design. You have our art, of course, all over this watch, including the dial work, really well known for high-end dial designs and dial work. You're going to see that on this piece. But it's a standout watch. For me, this is one of those watches, if you have that Invicta collection, you want to get one of those unique pieces, this is it. You know, it's really taking the graffiti to the next level, right? It's upping the wrist game of the graffiti style right now in Sub-Aqua Specialty and Black Spinel. It's absolutely one of those pieces that will differentiate your collection from everybody else's. And I think as collectors, that's what makes it exciting. You're on the hunt. Look, you can even see the Reserve logo on the side, but the graphics goes over it. You see that? It's almost ghosted in. It's the hunt, right? It's the thrill of the hunt. You're looking for those original, rare pieces that not too many people will own. This is one of those styles.
You know, we are here for you every Sunday night with Invicta Power Play. It starts at a little bit of a different time every Sunday. But if you follow us on our social media accounts, we will let you know when we're going to be here. And the guys are always hanging out on social media. Typically, we have Ryan here, too, so he's able to be a little bit more active on YouTube. Unfortunately, I mean, we're taking a look every once in a while, but we can't be as active with just the two of us out here. But always follow us on our social media accounts. Justin is Being Zimmer on Instagram. You're primarily on Instagram, right?
That's me, yeah.
I am Kendi TV host, Kendy TV host. We're going to let you know what's happening at the warehouse. And we'll see if Justin will get back on the, what's it called? The machine that moves?
The Zamboni.
The Zamboni?
No.
That's not a Zamboni. That's the thing on the
I'm
ice.
just kidding, I'm joking.
Crazy kid.
Yeah, the forklift.
The forklift.
I do have some big news, though.
What's the big news?
Ryan and I are going to be getting the takeover back together, hopefully, here soon.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Excellent.
The takeover shows.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, so if you would like this watch, we are getting down to fewer than 100 and...
Ooh.
Christine.
Waiting for it. I realize if she has fallen asleep in that chair, I understand. It's very comfortable.
120 remain. It's hard to tell exactly because a lot of people have this in their shopping cart and they're not checking out. You know what that means?
What does that mean?
At some point, somebody's going to put it in their cart. It's going to be the last one.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to beat you to the punch. It's 75% sold out.
It won't. It doesn't.
It's
just
not
sit
reserved
in your,
for you.
No, someone can order it before you. It's basically it's a race to the end.
Whoever
and
gets
also,
submit first.
Also, premier price, by the way. So we're doing a big premier launch here, never seen before. This is brand new, right here tonight. Graffiti design. That's one of the biggest things. But now everybody's making fun of the Zamboni. Graffiti design in the Sub-Aqua Specialty, amazing. In fact, the CEO of Invicta, you know the style that you commonly will see him wearing is the Sub-Aqua Specialty. Sub-Aqua might have, 8 carats of diamonds on it, but it's the Sub-Aqua Specialty. Here you have over 4 carats of black spinel. How gorgeous is it? Huge stones, by the way, on this one. So if you want that big look, almost a look of black diamonds, that's what you're getting into on this design. But then the graffiti design, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the art or if that it's so unique or it's so colorful. I love this piece, and I know you guys and gals do as well. You do not want to miss out on this style. I think we're probably going to be dropping below 100 pieces here shortly. Let's talk a little bit more about the specs. We've been talking about the process, which, by the way, is unique in the industry. You also have a flame fusion crystal protecting that dial. That's the ultimate material that we've engineered over the years. I mean, we've been doing this for a very long time. So to be able to get into a material like this is perfect. It combines the best of both worlds between sapphire and mineral. Impact resistant and scratch resistant on this material. The movement is very cool. Now, we were talking about mechanical automatics and how those are fun to collect and things like that, but this is also a quartz movement that is fun to have on your wrist because it's more complex. It's more unique on how it's actually laid out on this design. So you have what's called a Ronda. It's the manufacturer's Ronda. And then we get into what the caliber is. It's a Ronda MasterTech, that's the series, and the caliber is the 8040N. And that gives you the snapback retrograde day of the week here at the 12, true big day complication down at the 6, and it is a triple screw down system here, so before you operate your chronograph, you unscrew the function pushers, and then you can track elapsed time. It's extremely cool with this design. Let me show how easy it is. When you hit the top function pusher, you see the chronograph second hand start moving. You have your fast runner, a tenth of a second hand, right there. Here's how easy it is. When this goes around 1 full time, you start to register minutes over there at the 9. How do I stop it? Just like this. Hit the top function pusher again. Boom. Now, if you want to reset it, check this out. Bottom function pusher, resetting that. That simple. Now you're asking me, and I'll probably still get this email or this question about this watch when you get it home. Primarily new customers have this question. My watch isn't running. My second hand is just sitting there. It's not doing anything. Your second hand is actually down here. Your constant running second hand is right down there. So that one will always be moving. So no worries whatsoever on this design. Get it home. Enjoy it. This is the latest generation of the graffiti to get on your wrist.
3 minutes. I'm going to send Justin to the monitor, but we want to hear from you. By the way, Steve Kirk says, I love the graffiti. Spinnerbug says, Justin says 2020 is going to be a big year.
Oh, yeah.
I just heard my bank account crying.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Hodak says, hey, Kendi, just snagged this one, which is, I think, the graffiti. Thanks for the heads up. I've been waiting on the JT Specialty Sub-Aqua Spinel to come back. So glad we're able to get this one. See you on the cruise. Yeah. So, again, follow us at Kendi TV Host on Instagram, Being Zimmer on Instagram. We're going to go to the big monitor and blow this up. And I want to talk about value paid to our new customer. The beauty of shopping Invicta here is that we allow you to wear your watch for 6 months as you pay it off interest-free. It's something called value pay. So if you order this watch today on your major credit card, we will ship it out to you for the first of what will be 6 interest-free payments as you wear the watch. Your investment to get it home is $100 plus shipping and tax. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You will wear this from now till June as you pay it off interest-free, and it's yours forever. Real quick, Justin, we haven't talked about that in this hour yet. The durability of the Hydra Plating. We had a great customer that called earlier whose husband does Hydra Plating.
You know, we have that hardening layer that's been done on this piece, so that's what really gives it that Invicta quality. So, you know, if you're used to the quality of the gunmetal plating, black ionic plating, things like that, do not worry about that timepiece. I have personally have yet to get any reports of any issues on the Hydra Plating process. So absolutely get this home, enjoy this watch. Keep in mind, we're talking about the depth and dimension on this piece too, and we do this right. The way we're getting into that gorgeous look on this piece is the building of that depth with all of the details. Our name, Invicta, is applied. Reserve applied. That snapback retrograde day of the week, that is applied. The trim work, it all starts to build those levels on the timepiece that gives you that gorgeous look. That's what's happening on this design. There's those huge stones all prong set beautifully in that bezel, but you can be rest assured that you're getting into one of those highly sought after pieces that is unique to you. I think that ultimately is what makes this watch extremely special. The fact that you have a watch that we've taken great care in building and no one else is going to have that exact same style with how those graphics have been done.
We are going to start saying last call in very short order. It is the only specialty Sub-Aqua ever executed with the Graffiti Hydra Plated finish. Throwing in 46 black Spinels. We are under 100. Check out of your shopping carts. Check out of your shopping carts. Do whatever you can to get this home. We only have 50 minutes remaining in this show today. That means all of the once-only opportunities will go up in price forever. And for those of you who love the Venom, here's another watch, if you're new with us, that's a part of the Sub-Aqua family. It's called the Venom. It is one of the few watches in the Invicta brand that is 1,000 meters water resistant. And then that beauty, 1.69 carats of diamonds. 404 diamonds had to be sorted and perfectly matched and hand set into 4-prong settings. 404 diamonds. Good luck in dialing. That's over $1,000 off today.
Oh, what? New price on a Grand Diver?
You know what we're going to be singing on this one?
Get out of here.
We're going to be singing the Na 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 song on this.
What?
So if you go online right now to our website, shophq.com, and type in the item number 672178, you can see what this is going to drop to. You can get your order placed before it's gone, because in that two-tone blue, 16.
Oh.
And that two-tone silver tone, 2 dozen.
These are original colors, by the way.
Yeah, this is an original Grand Diver 47 millimeter.
The OG, right
300
there.
meters water resistant. Price break is active and live on our website. Go! And we're going to be singing the Na 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 song a lot this hour, I have a feeling. In the black, Sea Monster at the lowest price ever on this automatic, 3 dozen. In the silver tone, just a few more. And should we do it?
Let's do it.
Should we do it?
I don't know.
Should we do it?
Let's not do it. Should we do it?
If you missed this afternoon
Let's
show,
do
you
it.
missed the lowest price ever on the Invicta Reserve Sub-Aqua Specialty Limited Edition Tourbillon.
Gorgeous.
A $2,200 watch. A tourbillon, home on your wrist.
Listen.
For $113.
There's not a watch that I'm more excited to have on the big screen than the watch you see right there. We're definitely going to the big screen.
Yeah, but how
when we
many
get
did
there.
Daniel leave us with? That's my concern.
Oh, shoot.
Blue to the left.
How many?
Charcoal, sexy, sexy.
Oh, no.
85 in blue.
Oh, no.
60 in charcoal, sexy, sexy.
They are numbered limited editions, 200 pieces
No,
for
no,
the
no,
world.
no, no. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Run. Jump over the couch.
They'll be gone.
Download the app. Go, 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 go. All right, so it was 2 hours and 15 minutes ago that Justin and I did what we love to do. And that's really find the value pick of the show that comes in a dive case. This one was pretty easy because it is the one and the only watch in our 3-hour power play show tonight that comes in an 8-slot dive case. An 8-slot dive case, by the way, that we sold for many, many years for $99, put on sale for $73. This is the best What's in the Box special we could offer you for this 3-hour block. So if you're not familiar with this, yours will not have a question mark on it. It's just that it's a mystery case. So yours might be blue, it might be pink, it might be silver tone, we don't know. But when you open it, you'll find that this true dive case that floats and is watertight has been customized by Invicta to hold 8 of your largest watches. You can use it that way, take the packing out, and use it however you'd like to. But here is why we called this the What's in the Box special. We're going to ship you a $73 dive case, and in it, a $329 Speedway. Do the math. It's pretty easy.
Crazy.
That's about $400.
Yep.
And we're going to ship you this $400 package deal for a $15 value pay. It was the runaway hit of the first hour, in the black with the black carbon fiber. Christine, how many do we have left? Because I know the black, only 150. We had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these, by the way. And I think the black is probably close to 3/4 of the way gone.
Okay.
Only 150. And then the blue is like a glass fiber, right?
I mean, glass fiber takes it up a little bit more with the vibrant look. I mean, that's how you're getting to these colors. Because with carbon fiber, typically you're into blacks and grays. That's the carbon color. Here you get into that glass fiber and the blue. It's absolutely amazing. They're both really cool designs, by the way, and it's big. At 50 millimeters. It has that weight to it that you love as Invicta family members. It's all crafted out of solid chunks of steel. There's nothing folded on the bracelets on this piece. It's extremely thick in that design, so it has that weight and feel to it. Of course, if you have a smaller wrist, as you're removing those links, it will. lighten up the timepiece substantially, depending on how many you have to remove. But we've been talking about history and Pro Diver. Okay, with Pro Divers, that started in the early 90s with a very classic 38, 40 millimeter build. When you look at this, this is in essence a Pro Diver case, but it's really pushed into the future at a 50 millimeter build. Very, very cool. 50 millimeters, 16, almost 20 millimeters thick on this design. But then you get into the carbon fiber on the black, where you're noticing we're painstakingly machining out these sections all the way around the bezel and then inlaying carbon fiber into those sections. But then it continues on to the dial. So the base level of the dial is done in carbon fiber. Then you have the trim work that's attached for the subdials. You have a sunray finish on the subdials and that really cool whirl design at the 6, which, believe it or not, is a hugely popular design.
That is cool.
And we've only done it a handful of times. This is absolutely a style that you want to get into. And check this out, this crown though. That is borrowed. Very similar. You have that DNA from the X-Wing on this piece as well. But the true test, again, how does it look on your wrist? I would say pretty darn good.
And
for
how does
a
it feel?
$15 value.
It
feels
feels
good.
solid, doesn't
Looks
it?
good, feels good, must be good.
All right, so the blue, just so you know,
Look at that.
very teal. It's not your classic Invicta blue. It has a real teal feel, which is really fun, and I've been seeing this more and more from Invicta lately. Ladies, you can wear it. It is a larger Speedway, but there's no reason why that can't curve around your wrist. You know, I'm thinking about, we just finished the holidays, and I know a lot of you are shopped out. And Christmas is technically the biggest shopping holiday. But for me, spring, there are more reasons to give gifts in the spring, right? A lot of weddings, Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduations. So you may have many of those things coming. If you're looking for those gifts at under $100 for Dad on Dad's Day, we talked to a gal who bought the graffiti for her husband for Father's Day, 6 months from now. If you're looking for gifts for the graduates, what do you think will be more impressive on that gift table at the end of the graduation night? A card with a $20 bill, or even a card with a $100 bill, or this? With this inside. What do you think is more memorable? I think a $100 bill is thoughtful, but if you're looking to gift a memorable gift, because let's face it, timepieces are heirloom gifts. This is a piece he will never forget. And I hear this from our representative Jill, who works for Invicta. Her most memorable gift is the watch her parents gave her for graduation day. She'll never forget it. It was before she worked for Invicta. But it's typically a timepiece that marks that really important day or time or achievement or celebration.
Big. It's big. I mean, my father still has the mechanical watch that my grandfather gave him when he graduated from high school. It's still ticking.
Nice.
Right? Still working, still ticking. And in fact, my grandfather recently, he passed away last year. But one of the things I got from him was an old school pocket watch that hasn't been working for many, many years, but I'm going to bring it back to life. And so that's what's really fascinating when we get into watches and pocket watches and those devices. It means so much to people, really. So absolutely marking moments in time with watches.
All right, stay on the phone lines for this. It is our What's in the Box special. It's our pick, our value pick of the night. Makes a great gift. It is the only 8-slot dive case that we're making available for you, and a heck of a watch in it. I mean, a really good-looking, solid timepiece. Flame fusion, yes. 100 meters water resistant, yes. By the way, if you missed the launch of this brand new DC Comics Superman and Batman piece, I don't know that we've ever supercharged a pro diver in the DC Comics line
I'm loving
this
the dials.
big for a price at under $100. That's amazing. Comes in your DC comic box.
Yep.
So where do you find all these great watches? Well, we in fact have one of the largest Invicta boutiques in the world. Easy to find, shophq.com. And you can search, type in Invicta DC Comics, type in Invicta Star Wars, type in Invicta Betty Boop, type in Invicta Popeye, type in Invicta NFL, right? You're going to find all of those online. By the way, all the jewelry that I'm wearing is coming up with our lovely Libby. She's going to be hosting Chuck Clemency in an hour and 40 minutes. And the necklace I'm wearing features a dancing gemstone. I happen to be wearing the Mystic Topaz. So every breath she takes, that gemstone's going to flutter. I'm just saying.
I wanted to sing there. I'm just going to tell you for a moment there, I almost did it.
So that's coming up as today's top deal, but all the rings that I'm wearing are coming up as well. You can find all of our, by the way, the chairs that we're sitting on, all you need to do is type into the search window, Techni Sport Chair, Techni, and you'll see a lot of different chairs. And they're comfy. My honey is happy.
Careful.
My honey's happy.
Careful.
My back is happy. My neck is happy. The one in the middle that you're looking at right now, that silver tone, gone.
Oh, it's gone.
Last call.
Yep.
A once only is a one-shot deal, and your one-shot deal ends when this sells out or at the top of the hour. It's when we take an item, we mark it down to the lowest price by far that it's ever been at. We mark it down for a limited time. Today it was 3 hours, or until it sells out, and we are never able to offer you a lower price on air. So if you want this $1,800 Reserve Bolt Zeus Tria at the lowest price you will ever see it at, check out of your shopping carts now, because in the gold tone blue, we have available, I believe, 1 dozen, and in the gold tone charcoal, the final 1 dozen. When we say goodnight, in 38 minutes, the price goes up on air forever, and forever is a really long time when you really, 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 really wanted that Bolt Zeus with 1, 2, 3 dials, and behind them 3 Swiss movements.
Victor.
What do you want, Victor?
I'm just monitoring
what are you doing,
YouTube
Victor?
Stuff here. Victor, I'm the only one that can take it into the bushes. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so can I tell you what's happening?
So
if you're new with us and you feel totally left out, we are live on YouTube right now. And normally we have a moderator. Clearly he's not our moderator. Ryan is a very good moderator. Justin goes off the hook on occasion. So
if you want to have fun, hang out with me.
Our YouTube show right now. Where can they kind of get involved in YouTube right now? And we do it.
You go to YouTube. You go to YouTube and you type in Invicta Power Play and the date, but in this format 01.05. But the in the bushes thing is, I guess only a few people would get that.
That was a Toddism from a long time ago.
When you were talking about YouTube shows earlier, Todd and I did a YouTube show one night where we did nothing but eat pizza.
And you didn't get fired? By the way, if you say pizza one more time,
we ate pizza.
I'm going to make you go get me one because I am starving.
We ate pizza and we were in the bushes, and it is a good
So if you want to have a great time, every Sunday night during our Power Play show, we simulcast on our YouTube channel, and there's a lot of fun to be had by all of the collectors. And if you really want to learn more about Invicta, it's also a great place to ask our collectors.
Well, the Invicta family's there right now. So if you have a specific question, more than likely there are tons of people more than capable to answer those questions. Right there as well. But it's just a fun time. It's really the perfect, I wish we would do more shows like this because it's the perfect merger of talking about watches. Yep. That's what we all love. But then you have the chat too. So it's extremely fun. Real quick on this, I know we only got about 90 seconds and really we don't need any more because it's almost completely gone. I mean, we're into probably 10 each or something like this. This is already taking an iconic watch to the next level. Yeah. The Zeus is already one of the most complex designs we've ever created in history. The Bolt Zeus Tria takes it in a whole nother level, makes it bigger. We put more cable work on it. You have 3 separate Swiss-made movements attached to this watch. You have the main movement.
6 and 8.
You have the main movement, and then you have 2 on the sides, which actually has that really cool cable work flanking it on both sides. Full bracelet execution.
Super heavy watch.
Every collection is required to have a Bolt Zeus Tria, in my opinion. You want to get a very cool piece. And by the way, it's a bring back from many years ago. You know what happened when the original one was designed and released? I think it was like $7.99 or $8.99 or something like that.
At least that much,
you know how quickly it sold out? Minutes. Absolute minutes. Now you can get one home too, and if you've been waiting and waiting, I know it's been on your list. It's been on your list for how long? Now you can cross off that watch you've been looking for forever at a once-only price.
And by the way, if you're really interested in Invicta watches in particular, I have to tell you, our community is amazing. They're like family.
Absolutely.
One of our gals, Jill Hudson, whose husband is a collector, just did a post on my video. I do a video every day before I go on the air, and she asked for help to learn more about watches because her husband's a collector. And all of the Invicta gals welcomed her. And there is a specific Invicta girl watch group.
Texas T,
right?
what are you doing?
On Facebook.
Yeah.
And these gals are great, and they're all on the cruise.
Well, you were just talking about that. I mean, who else can fill up a ship full of family members like this?
The women in the family.
I mean, maybe, yeah. I mean, but what's fun is we get to take that cruise with everybody. It's extremely. I mean, maybe the Backstreet Boys, right? They fill up a cruise ship.
They probably could.
I mean, so maybe there are other people. I don't know.
Last call, guys.
But as far as watches goes, we're the only one.
Okay. If you missed Daniel's show this afternoon, because we sold out of the Diamond Russian Diver last night as today's top value. Sold out last night. We had to come up with a filler. The filler. Oh, man. Daniel and Ryan launched the lowest price ever on the Invicta Reserve Sub-Aqua Specialty Limited Edition to 200 made for the world Tourbillon. A $2,200 Tourbillon today. We can ship for $113.17. This is last call. This is the last hour you can get the today's top deal price.
Let's talk about the show. We started with some amazing automatics. We went into the Hydra Plated Sub-Aqua Specialty with all those stones. We're into a tourbillon now where only 200 pieces were built at the crazy low price.
All right, talk about crazy.
Yes.
The Jason Taylor Pro Diver. This is the lowest price that this network has ever shown on any Jason Taylor ever, and you're never going to see a price lower than this. It's a 40-millimeter automatic numbered limited edition, and here's the best part. We're going to ship it in the $50 Jason Taylor 3-slot dive case. If you want the black, there are 8 left. We have gold tone. I think there are only a dozen or so available. Silver tone or two-tone. That supercharged deal price is just a taste of what you're going to find in our warehouse clearance event when we broadcast live from the Invicta warehouse, January 18th through the 23rd. Mark your calendars. Gregory and Stacy, we're going to get you guys in just a second, but before we do, we need to do a new markdown on Grand Diver. What do you think?
Let's do it.
On your market set dial, brand new markdown on our collector's go-to watch. It's called a Grand Diver. Now, no $389 Grand Diver should ever be priced at $89.99, particularly not in a $40 one-slot dive case, but chaboom, here we go.
Chaboom.
Automatic Grand Diver, here is what we have. Two-tone blue, a dozen.
Here comes the price.
Two-tone silver tone, 20.
There it is.
And gold tone, final 80 on your market set go in a one-slot dive case. A $15 value pay gets it home.
So there is a big issue here, and the big issue is it's almost gone.
It's
so
almost
at
gone,
$89.99, you get the classic colors from back in the day, the original colors from the original generation of the Grand Diver. If you want a solid build, remember we were talking about Pro Diver. Grand Diver doesn't just take it bigger in size as far as Grand goes, it even engineers it further in structural integrity. That's 1,000 feet of water resistance. You want one of the most solid watches you can get at a crazy low price. Grand Diver all day long is the way to go.
All right.
Is it G-Pa? Is it Grandpa Mike or G-Pa
Grandpa Mike?
He wants me to try on the 40-millimeter JT so we can get that size perspective.
We will. You know what we'll do? I'm going to actually hand this one to Justin.
Yes.
And can you bring us one of the 40-millimeter Jason Taylors? And we'll just have them put them side by side so you can kind of see the difference.
Sure.
Justin put it on earlier. I think the men can wear the 40 millimeters. Ladies, I think you can wear this 47 millimeter.
Sure. I mean,
right?
it's really, it's whatever you want to do. Here's that 47 millimeter here, guys. Classic scalloped edge unidirectional rotating bezel. You have the Grand Diver helmet logo all over this build, including machined into the crown. And it's those classic colors again. If you've been following us for years, this is it. You know, we have that huge anniversary this year, the 15-year anniversary of the Grand Diver. This is really taking it back to where it all started.
Two-tone blue is gone. Two-tone silver tone last minute. Can we see that one real quick? We'll put them side by side.
I can try it on.
Here,
Let me just try it on real quick.
Here.
So this is a JT Pro Diver. Oh, this one's gone. That we had earlier in the show.
Just to give an idea of the size
crazy
difference.
value on that. It's a classic size that will never go out of style. That's not a problem whatsoever. So that's for Grandpa
Mike.
Grandpa Mike right there.
Yeah, we love Grandpa Mike.
He's
the one that's going to bake artichokes for us
and
someday.
this one ships in a 3-slot JT case.
It does.
This one.
Real quick, hi to Gregory in California, who I think might have gotten in on that What's in the Box special. Hi, Gregory. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. She getting in on some deals tonight?
I'm trying. I mean, you guys are making it so tempting to where you would just want to just empty your wallet and just buy them because they're such, outstanding, such good watches.
Yeah, they really are. How long have you shopped with us, Gregory?
Oh, about 4 years.
Fantastic. Terrific. Well, you got a heck of a deal on that Speedway tonight.
Yes, I did. And so far, this will make my collection about 25 so far.
Wow.
Very cool.
Do you have a favorite in your collection, Gregory?
Oh, yes, I love boats.
The bolts.
I love boats.
Fantastic. Did you get the black carbon fiber or the blue Speedway?
Blue. I got the blue.
It's like a teal blue. It's really beautiful.
And my very first watch was on a cruise about 4 years ago, and the very first one was a boat.
Wonderful.
I love them.
Well, enjoy showing off your new Speedway. We appreciate you taking the time out of your night to chat with us. And Happy New Year, Gregory.
Thank you, Gregory.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, we got to move and groove. If you want this brand new lowest price ever on a Grand Diver, it's going to come ready to gift in that one-slot dive case. That's a sweet deal for that automatic.
It's a lovely deal.
You're lovely.
Thank
All
you.
right, so, should we just do it? Let's just do it.
Is that what we're going to do?
If you were very, very sad last night because you wanted that today's top deal, Diamond Russian Diver, and it's sold out, we've got another one for you. Check it out. Okay, all I'm thinking about is pizza right now.
Pizza.
I need pizza. I need food. So every night we launch at least one, sometimes a couple today's top deals, and those deals last until they sell out or within 24 hours. So last night we launched a very special and very limited Diamond Russian Diver, and it sold out in our show last night. So earlier today, Ryan and Daniel, if you missed it, got to launch this brand new today's top deal in a reserve Sub-Aqua specialty limited edition, very limited, 200 of each made for the world in a tourbillon. It makes just an ooh and ah. Today, we're going to ship you a $2,200 tourbillon in the #1 top-rated style of watch in the brand Invicta, the Sub-Aqua specialty, for $113. So what jewelry store could I walk into tomorrow and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take that $2,200 tourbillon home. Do you mind if I just give you $113 and walk out the door? Is that possible? I think only here. So first and foremost, for the new customer, and by the way, this is selling out. I think how many do we have of each, Christine? 80 in the blue, 50 in the charcoal.
Forever.
Forever, because it's a number limited. You know what we should do?
Pieces.
We should have a Christine cam. And we should come to her with a big sign with how many we have left of each.
Look at this. This is the Sub-Aqua specialty, mirror polished, by the way, to perfection. Specialty night, right? Invicta Reserve. This is what Reserve's all about. Building gorgeous Hydra Plated pieces with all of those black Spinel stones. It's about taking that Sub-Aqua specialty, mirror polishing it to perfection, and placing on the inside an extremely highly sought after, pure mechanical movement. Look at that. I know I already commented on that. It's in the bushes.
Well, you didn't say that, though.
No, but
I'm not going to repeat
it's
that.
my new nickname. But this pure mechanical movement is gorgeous. So, we were talking about collecting timepieces earlier, and when you start to appreciate watches, you really start to think about the movements and what's on the inside. This is the ultimate collector's movement. We're talking about a genuine tourbillon. In fact, there's some watches that look like tourbillons, mechanical automatics where they have the open heart down to 6 o'clock. The reason why you build something that looks like something is because it's something that somebody wants. That's a lot of some things, by the way. This is a pure mechanical, true tourbillon. What's happening down here, too, is this is your second hand. Extremely cool. Maybe we should do this. Should we do this at the big screen?
I think we should.
Let's do this at the big screen.
I think we should. Okay, so I'm really torn here.
It's tough. If you maybe want both, it's almost gone.
I think the black is so elegant, or the charcoal is so elegant, but I think the blue with the rose is so avant-garde. So I don't know. I don't know. I think they're both outstanding, but if you don't check out of your shopping carts right now, you will miss out on this. And when we say good night, Libby Floyd is launching a new Today's Top Deal, and that means this Today's Top Deal expires.
Well, and keep in mind, too, it's going to expire because it's going to completely sell out. And I don't mean limited production-wise. This one you will never see again because only 200 pieces were built for the world. Let's talk about that for a second. Exclusivity. You want to get into an exclusive club. you and 199 other people in the entire world will ever be able to put that watch on their wrist and call it theirs. You're one of only 199 other people in the entire world will know what that feels like. Now, this is really what we're talking about. Now, in 1795, let me take you back. 1795, imagine just coming up with this, let alone coming up with the design and the theory, but producing something like this. Can you imagine the tools in 1795 to build a precision movement like this? Is absolutely amazing. Well, that's what Abraham Louis Breguet did in 1795, literally under candlelight. That's amazing. Fast forward, let me tell you what's going on here. It's mounting the balance wheel and the escapement in a rotating cage, because his theory, keep in mind, back then there were only pocket watches. Wristwatches weren't a thing. It was his theory that that pocket watch that sits in your pocket wherever is only sitting in one direction. So gravity is pulling down on that, affecting the accuracy. Solution, light bulb. Create something like this in the rotating cage. At this point, it doesn't matter where you keep your watch, in which direction, it is giving you a more accurate build. Now, we can argue till the end of time if it's actually making a more accurate watch, alleviating the effects of gravity. Ultimately, what's happening is you're getting into one of the most sophisticated, gorgeous movements that has ever been created, and at the lowest price you've ever seen on this Sub-Aqua specialty. And then beyond that, by the way, this is your second hand. It'll rotate once every 60 seconds. Full cut diamond right there as well. And the rest of the dial work has a beautiful guilloche inspired texture that is done flawlessly. If you want Invicta engineering at its finest, it's right on your screen. Unfortunately, only a handful left to go around.
And it's a specialty Sub-Aqua. It's a Sub-Aqua. It's a reserve. It is the top rated style of watch in the brand Invicta. Both are two-tone rose gold. You choose via the color of the dial. The charcoal, fewer than 30. The blue is a bit brighter. The blue is a bit more avant-garde. Either way you go, you've got an exceptional, exceptional timepiece. And for the ladies who want to step into this, it is a large watch. Just like the Hydra Plated version, same style of timepiece. So you've got a piece that's lugs can fit on a smaller wrist. My wrist measures 6 inches. And because the bracelet's so fluid, it is one that you could wear. Now, would you wear it? I don't know that you would. I think this one, comfortably, if your wrist measures 6 1/4 to 6 1/2 and up, you'd be good. I have a 6-inch wrist. I could wear it. Would I? I don't know, but I am loving the charcoal dial. So let me reiterate what value pay is. It's not layaway. This stays away with you. So you invest $113.17 plus shipping and tax, and we ship you a $2,200 tourbillon.
That is beautiful.
Think about it. You then have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and if you put this on your wrist and you're like, oh, this is my piece forever, you have 6 months to wear this, now through June, as you pay this off interest-free. Ladies, if you have a big anniversary coming up, perfection for the anniversary gift. If you're getting married, this would be the wedding gift of a lifetime for him. If you're looking for the Valentine's Day is 6 weeks away. 6 weeks away.
And then we go on the cruise.
A tourbillon on a $113 value pay.
Yeah. That's a cool piece.
And the price does go up when we say goodnight. 15 in the charcoal, 15 in the charcoal. That's all we have. The price goes up when we say goodnight, because Miss Libby Floyd has 2 today's top deals. She has the Simmons mattress, the Beauty Rest mattress, which is going to be delivered fresh off the factory floor. Did you know that they custom make them for our customers?
Very cool.
And then she has the dancing pendant with Chuck Clemency and all of the other jewels that I'm wearing.
Lovely.
Lovely. Is that the word of the night?
Did I say that already? I feel like I don't throw that word around much. It's a very serious word.
I know. It is.
Is it the word of the night?
It's
Did you say
one
it?
of the words of the night.
Did I say it?
You said it.
It's lovely. In its sincerest form.
We have an update. The Bolt Zeus Tria is hasta la pasta out of here.
Pasta's gone.
Congratulations. Enjoy. Don't know if and or when we will ever be able to produce something like that for you again. So some updates, because in 20 minutes from right now, we are saying goodnight and passing the torch to Beauty Rest and our today's top deal mattress. This is one of the best sellers. No big surprise to me. I've not seen a Sea Monster in probably a year. It's an automatic Sea Monster, and at the lowest price ever, 2 dozen in black and just a few more than that in the silver tone. Also, our Speedway is our What's in the Box special of the night. It's our value pick of the night. And it's the only watch that comes in an 8-slot dive case. Black carbon fiber is almost sold out. We have the blue glass fiber as well in a 50mm Speedway on a bracelet. And, is it the cart cam? Could it be the cart cam?
It's your time to shine, bro.
I think it's the cart cam.
Oh, it's not the cart cam.
It's kind of the cart cam.
It's kind of the cart cam.
Fancy schmancy. Really fancy schmancy deal there. So, Jason Taylor is an amazing guy. He's a Hall of Famer. He was a great football player. But he's also a great man and a philanthropist. He won the Walter Payton Award, and we are so thrilled that he is a part of the Invicta family. He works with Al Lalo, a good friend of his, the CEO of Invicta Watch Group, to create his style in classic Invicta timepieces. And in all of the years that we've known and worked with Jason, we have never, ever even kind of sort of come close to a value like this. We have never offered any Jason Taylor watch at a price this low. And what puts this over the edge for me is you're going to get it in a Jason Taylor 3-slot dive case, which is a very big deal, right?
Absolutely.
So we are last call. This is the lowest price ever. This is a little taste of what's going to happen when we're at the Invicta warehouse doing the warehouse sale on January 18th through the 23rd. We've lost the black.
Yep.
So how are we doing in the other executions, Miss Christine? Gold tone 2 dozen, silver tone 50, and 2-tone 100. But the 2-tone is the best seller. I love the 2-tone for gifting because whether they wear gold or silver or platinum or steel, this will work for them. Let's talk about 40mm. I love it for the women, but there are a lot of guys who still dig having a 40mm in their wardrobe.
Absolutely, man. It's going to work for everybody. But let's talk $50 case. Is that under $30 for this watch if you factor in that 3-slot case? That's ridiculous. This is a value that you're not going to see. This is Pro Diver and more of that classic style. A little bit updated. I believe the original would have been, 38-ish. This is at 40mm. I'm just going to throw it on my wrist real quick. Just for size perspective, I have a 7-inch wrist. Works beautifully here. In fact, even guys and gals, you've been wearing probably 40mm timepieces from back in the day. Not a problem whatsoever. But when you get into the mechanics of this build, it's crazy what's happening. It's all solid steel. It's built to true professional dive specifications. You're going to see that right there on the dial. It's a numbered limited edition for $77 and change. That is ridiculous. And on the inside, you have that precision engineered and manufactured mechanical automatic movement. That is crazy. NH caliber 35A on the inside. You can see it's a 24 jewel bearing movement. This is a value that you don't see very often.
No, it's bonkers. It's a Jason Taylor. It comes in a 3-slot dive case.
I like the lacquered
It has a
dial.
flame fusion crystal, and it's 200 meters water resistant, and it has an automatic.
Yep.
Do the math on that. There's no way, no how, even outside of this dive case, it should be this price. I love it on Justin, so maybe you're used to wearing 47 to 50mm. But there may be occasions, like when you're jet skiing with the kids, when you're snowboarding with your son, that you want a performance watch, but you don't want a pound of steel on your wrist, right? This is perfect for the coaches, perfect for the football players, right? For a $13 value pay, if you've never shopped with us, this is where you start. Right? But don't ever expect anything like this again.
There's only 80 left in the
It's not
two-tone.
going to happen.
80 pieces.
We're going to go back to the phone lines before this sells out and say hi to Stacy in Missouri. Happy New Year, Stacy. I understand you got the graffiti tonight.
Nice.
Happy New Year, Kendi and
Thank
Justin.
you.
I'm doing great. Yeah, so we did get the Sub-Aqua, the graffiti Hydra Plated. So excited to get that one.
Excellent.
Actually, you actually responded to my Instagram post, Mrs. Kodak.
Okay.
But we were actually waiting. Mark was waiting for the silver, Spinel to come out, but he was glad to get this graffiti one. It looks awesome on TV. Can't wait to get that one in hand.
And it's so much better in person, Stacy.
Yeah, and we'll be on the cruise, of course. We've been with you guys for the past 3 years, so we'll definitely be there. Can't wait to say hi and take pictures.
Well, Stacy, we can't wait to see you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for spending
Thank
some
you.
time with us live on the air today. And again, Happy New Year to you and your special guy.
Absolutely.
This is the buy of a lifetime out of Jason Taylor.
Yep.
If you have a young son, 8th grade, you know, maybe they're Dolphins fans, maybe they follow Jason Taylor over the course of the years, this is a superb timepiece. If we were to take every upgrade out of this watch, take the JT brand out, take the automatic movement out, take the flame fusion crystal out, take the water resistance out, this is 200 meters water resistant.
That's a lot of watch.
It would still be a really good buy at $77.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So grab one of the last few. It's a brand new markdown, supercharged deal. You know what that stands for? Warehouse clearance pricing. Much like what you're going to find at the warehouse clearance sale. But that won't be available anymore. That'll be gone. So this is what Stacy's husband got. This is what so many of you received today. It is the Reserve Specialty Sub-Aqua, the most wanted watch, the most highly rated watch in Invicta's brand, but for the first time ever done in the Graffiti Hydra Plated finish with over 4 carats. I know, it looks like diamonds, doesn't it? No, it's sparkling spinels. I can only promise you this price for another 12 minutes because it's a premiere price. It's for tonight.
Yep.
Our Power Play show ends in 12 minutes. So if you want that price, if you want a value pay of $100 to get your rock star Hydra Plated piece home, check out of your shopping carts. Well, another rock star watch is the Venom. It's one of the few 1,000 meter water resistant timepieces in the brand Invicta. And this one has a whole lot of diamonds. 404 diamonds had to be sorted, perfectly matched, and then hand set into 4-prong settings. The reason why so many of you love this is the bling, but you also love the black mother of pearl subdials. And for those of you who are purists, this does have, we're going to do the same thing? Justin and I are like-minded. It does have the original case back. This is a wickedly sharp price. It's probably the lowest price we have in inventory on anything 1.69 carats or more.
Are you kidding me with this? I mean,
no, it's ridiculous.
If you're looking for diamonds, this is cool. Now, this show tonight, by the way, we were talking about Sub-Aqua specialty in a tourbillon. Sub-Aqua specialty in that first ever Hydra Plated design. Now we're into Sub-Aqua Venom, technically part of that same series in, check this out, 1.69 carats of gorgeous diamonds. Black mother of pearl for the subdials. But this watch that you're looking at right now is the deepest depth rating that we have ever crafted and created in the Sub-Aqua series. Over 3,000 feet of water resistance. And this is a generation 1, so it's really kind of continuing the, I would almost say, the anniversary of what the Venom is. I mean, 10-year anniversary of the Sub-Aqua Venom since 2009. It's now the ultimate Venom to get on your wrist.
So, boy, Rich is doing some shopping tonight. Rich Gibbia loves, and is getting the charcoal turby. Cool. Texas T said she would wear the turby.
Oh, absolutely.
And Get Rich said he missed the Grand Diver Spinel at one point, so the Hydra Plated Spinel was a must-have item. We've not seen a Spinel watch for the guys in quite some time, right?
It's been absolutely a while. I know you guys and gals love them, though, so grab them. By the way, they're almost completely gone.
We have fewer than 90.
Smitten was asking what I was wearing on my wrist. It's actually a Star Wars piece that I don't think we're going to get to tonight, but it should be on shophq.com. Somebody was talking about they love us doing the comments and things like that. We also do it tomorrow or Tuesday. I will be back.
Yep, I think I am
what's called the breakdown. You'll be here too.
I think I'm back
for the breakdown. We do comments there as well. And I mentioned earlier, Ryan and I will be bringing back the Takeover show where it's just Ryan and I, and we're going to be doing that actually on Bulldog. So that'll be a whole
Can
nother...
I come visit?
You can. It'll be.
Because I love Bo the Bulldog.
It'll be a whole new experience over there at Bulldog. We promise you that, but it's going to be a takeover design style show. So it'll be Ryan and I talking watches, and we'll be chatting watches. So that's a whole new thing to look forward to, and we're going to be throwing that out there as soon as we can.
All right, so we've got a couple more phone callers that we have to take before we say goodnight. Thomas from Oklahoma. We understand you love Grand Divers, Thomas.
Absolutely. Hello, Candy, and hello, Justin.
Hi, Thomas. Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Thank
I
you.
just want to call in. I did make a purchase tonight, but I just want to tell you guys how exceptional job that you all are doing. Love watching you guys. Be sure to tell Ryan I said hello.
We will.
And hey, my first watch I bought from y'all was the It was the S1 Rally, and I think it was the Gents too. I don't know if you remember what that is, Justin, or not, but I was calling to ask if you guys can bring those back. Those are lovely watches. The size I got, I think it's a 45 or 46 millimeter.
Okay.
And so, Justin, I was wondering if you can talk to the boss and ask him about bringing those back. The one I got was the one that is the purple. It's the purple one, and I think it is the Gents too.
Excellent.
But
You got
I
it.
wonder if you can look into that.
We will.
Yeah.
Thank you
bet,
for that,
man.
Thomas.
Yeah. Thank you, Thomas.
Well, thank you so much for your call.
You got
We
it,
so
man.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
One more call, and then we got to get rocking. Raphael in New York. Did I hear correctly that you got the tourbillon tonight?
Oh.
Yes, I did. Hi, Candy and Justin. How you doing?
Hi. Good. How are you, Raphael?
I was stuck between the graffiti one or the tourbillon, but when the tourbillon came on the super sale, I had to get it. I had to get that one.
Yeah, well, that's a one and done. So with only 200 pieces made for the world, it's kind of, you got to make a choice quick on that one. So I'm glad. Did you get the charcoal or the blue?
The charcoal.
Beautiful.
I got the charcoal.
Is it your first tourbillon?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Do you have any questions for Justin on that?
No. Okay. I'm just waiting to get it. It looks like a beautiful watch. But I appreciate all the information y'all guys give us, and I'm happy to get it.
Raphael, thank you for spending some time with us tonight. We so appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
And guys,
Enjoy.
when you get those watches home,
that.
when you get the Hydra Plated home, when you get the Turby home, snap some pictures and send them to us on our Facebook. Send us on our send them to our messages. If you want this diamond piece, I mean this price for 404 diamonds in a 1,000 meter water resistant venom, that's over $1,000 off. A silver tone, 30 left.
30 pieces.
30. And we can't go back to A.L. Lallo, the CEO of Invicta Watch Group, and say, hey, can you pass us some more of those?
These
it's $687.
are beautiful.
Isn't that going to happen?
Beautiful. You got it.
All right, so everyone needs to check out their shopping carts right now. I cannot guarantee any of these prices in 7 minutes. Our today's top deal expires in price. It goes up to $2,200 because Miss Libby Floyd has the Beauty Rest Simmons mattress.
Sleepy
and
time.
then she's got Chuck Clemency stuff. So
they should call the show Sleepy Time.
I like that. Charcoal, last call.
Sleepy Time with Libby.
$2,200.
Coming up.
$2,200 tourbillon. In the #1 top-rated style of watch, the Sub-Aqua specialty for $113.17. $113.17, and you're wearing a Turby.
Isn't that cool? I can't believe that. Price on that?
All right, well, this was really one of our favorite timepieces of the entire evening. It's one of my favorite timepieces of all time, and I launched the first ever. We launched it actually on a YouTube show, and it sold out, and it took a long time to get back in stock. It is the lowest price we've ever offered on this Sea Monster, which features an automatic movement at $109.99. We're shipping you about a $400 timepiece for $18.33. Now, if you want the black, I think we're down to 2 dozen. 2 dozen in the black. I personally love the silver tone, to be honest with you. By the way, in the black, you're getting a silver tone keeper. In the silver tone, you're getting the blue keeper.
Yeah, I mean, in the black, it's kind of that combat look, you know, some of the blacks and the grays and stuff like that. Extremely cool. This one, though, at $109.99 has that premium engine. Again, mechanical automatic movement. It's the NH Caliber 35A 24 dual bearing mechanical automatic. Talk about something amazing, and you're actually the power source for this timepiece. So as you're wearing this, it doesn't matter what you're doing throughout the day, it spins what's called the rotor. That's what this yellow thing is that's customized for us at Invicta, and every time that is spinning, that is winding up what's called the mainspring, and that's where all that energy is stored. Then right here, that's the heartbeat of the timepiece. You're seeing the regulation of that time. So not only cool for collectors, cool if you're giving a gift, by the way, because you can see the inner workings of the timepiece, but what's cool is it's unique, has a great look to it, modifications all over the place, but this is also built to true professional dive specifications. You want to take this one on the cruise, you want to go in the water, you can do that all day long. It's one of the sharpest watches I think that you're going to get into at this $109 price.
And one of the most comfortable. I love the integration of the strap. On my tiny wrist, I am on the second to last notch.
Yeah.
I could wear this, even though it's a giant watch. It's 52 millimeters by 16 millimeters. It's so comfortable on. Look at that. So I've got room to go in this. If I want a big boyfriend style watch, if I want to rock a massive watch, this is so easy to do. We want to thank you all so much for participating today. I want to remind you we're always here Sunday night for Invicta Power Play. The next show like this, where we broadcast live on our YouTube channel and we are live on our Instagrams, is I think I'm back on Tuesday night. I think I am.
I'm back Tuesday.
It's Tuesday night's breakdown show. So there are 2 stationary shows for Invicta. Every Tuesday night breakdown, every Sunday night Power Play, and we broadcast live. By the way, don't forget our chairs are available. You just type in on shophq.com Techni Sport. They are gaming chairs. They are remarkably comfortable. We are sitting in them. Our director is sitting in them.
I mean, I think we could do another 3
producer,
hours here.
I know. This was a great
pretty
show,
comfy.
wasn't it? You guys, thanks for participating. Happy New Year. I have tomorrow off. I'm back on Tuesday evening. In the meantime, please stay tuned. If you're looking for a great night's sleep, you know, part of what we do on our New Year's resolutions is resolve to get healthier. And I don't care how healthy you eat and work out. If you're not sleeping well, you're not getting healthy. Libby has that beauty, that Simmons Beauty Rest. Oh, no. We are now down to dozens, no longer hundreds, of the brand new and exclusive Reserve Specialty Sub-Aqua Graffiti with over 4 carats of Spinel. I can only promise that price for 3 more minutes. That's a premiere price for this show. And we've had a lot of shows where right at the top of the hour, the price cuts out, and I don't want you to be one of those people that misses out. So use that value pay to get it home. What are you laughing about?
Oh, we're just saying goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
we love
everybody.
you. Thank you for joining us. We will see you guys Tuesday night for Invicta Breakdown. Please stay tuned. Libby's coming up with Simmons Beauty Rest and then beautiful jewelry with Chuck Clemens.
The new year is looking bright with Gem Week. We're bringing you the latest looks from your favorite brands, including Gem Treasures, Gems on Vogue, Victoria Wick, and Dallas Prince, along with Nikki Butler, who is making his first Gem Week appearance ever. Tune in for Gem Week tonight, 12 a.m. Eastern on Shop HQ.
As I come out to the farms where hemp is growing to make sure that our hemp is being grown in the right way, that it's being harvested at the right time, and that our CBD is being extracted with the best methods possible. That's what ultimately makes Green MD Revolution so unique.
We make sure we get to choose the best CBD that money can buy.
Tune in to learn more about Green MD, Tuesday, 8 a.m. Eastern, only on Shop HQ. The last time until fall, it's Donna Salyer's fabulous faux furs. Tune in for clearance pricing on your faux fur favorites. Stand out with exclusive colors and save with a today's top deal. There's plenty of cold weather left, so don't miss Donna Salyer's fabulous faux furs. Friday, 12 a.m. Eastern on Shop HQ. Say hello to a healthier and lovelier you when you tune in to our month-long Healthy and Lovely event. All January, we're introducing you to Shop HQ's top beauty and health solutions for 2020. Get inspired and feel invigorated to reach your New Year's goals with help from your favorite brands and new favorites. Say hello health, hello beauty, and hello lovely during Healthy and Lovely on Shop HQ.
Hey everybody, I am so comfy, I am so cozy. It's today's top deal. My name is Libby Floyd and you're watching Shop HQ, and this is the most amazing value ever in our history when it comes to mattresses. Beauty Rest is here, and if you want comfort, if you want to sleep better than you've ever slept in your entire life, If you want to have a custom-made bed, then we have your last chance in the show to take home a Beauty Rest mattress at the lowest prices ever here at the network. And the values are amazing, but the bed is so comfy and so fabulous. It is plush. It has all these great levels that we'll talk about with Ann Sutmar. She's standing by. It's been selling out. It's 50% gone, by the way. You choose the twin or the full or the queen or the king or the California king. And we're going to rock your world with this great Beauty Rest mattress that's been around since 1925. And custom-made quality innovation all wrapped up into one great night's sleep every time you sleep in this great mattress. And also, we have 12-month financing, which means when you call in, when you pick up your mattress, what about 12 months financing? When you spend $4.99 or more, so keep that in mind. On top of that, 6 value pays as well. 6 value pays are awesome too. There's your 12-month financing on your mattresses, and I would jump all over that with your credit card from Shop HQ. Everybody, it's a fun way to shop, a great time to get your bed with a 10-year warranty from Beauty Rest. So you choose the twin, or the full, or the queen, or the king, or the California king. They've been flying out the door here at Shop HQ as well. You choose the mattress or the mattress and foundation set, which I would go with the mattress and foundation set. And also, what about free shipping? I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this for a custom-made mattress from Beauty Rest. And speaking of beautiful, the beautiful Ann Sutmar is here. Hello, my
You
dear.
are way too kind. Happy 2020. I haven't seen you since the new year. Oh my gosh, we have done mattress shows in the past together, and I'm so excited to have Libby as the host tonight because she understands great sleep and she loves her mattress. And the thing about this whole show, our goal is to really give you all the information that you need to make a great decision for yourself. By the end of this hour, you will know if you need a new bed or not, and we will help you make the most affordable decision, and I think the most risk-free decision in making getting a mattress, because you get to sleep on it for 30 days and test it out.
Can you imagine that? Okay, Beauty Rest. Where do we start? They've been around since 1925.
Yeah.
Over 100 years of quality and innovation and technology. This Eurotop is so comfortable, Ann. There are layers in here that are just going to be the best night's sleep ever for our customers.
They really are. Okay, so Beauty Rest is a name you know, and like Libby said, 100 years. When you're at the top of your game for 100 years as a leader in the nation in sleep, you know you're doing something right, and it is because of the technology. So this bed, what makes it special, it's a top-of-the-line Eurotop. It is not an entry-level bed, but it has more technology in it to relieve pressure, keep you aligned and supported, but also temperature regulation. Lots of that too.
Because I sleep really hot.
I do
so
too.
So if you're a hot sleeper like I am, this is a great bed for you. It has comfort. It has layers. Look, what are we talking about here?
I know, right there we're looking at our pocketed coil design.
Love that.
That's a support system that has no weight limit. It will reduce motion transfer. It gives you more support than other mattresses, and it's only found in a Beauty Rest.
So motion transfer would be if I'm kind of tossing and turning, my hubby's on the other side. If he's tossing and turning,
you will not feel that motion.
Love that.
We're going to demonstrate that later for you in the show.
Love that. So here's what's happening. This is your last chance to get our Beauty Rest mattress here at the network. It's today's top deal at